Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Every time.
I just love it. I just love it, man. I think I'm laughing at myself. I think I'm mainly laughing at myself, but I'm also laughing at the rolling hills at the beginning, which is an area, I don't know where that's filmed, but part of me wants to go there.
And just frolic.
And just frolic like Heidi or Maria from The Sound of Music.
Yeah.
In that bit at the beginning. And then I'll stand there and I'll do that ah thing, you know.
So what you're saying is you like the composition of the opening video that I created.
I do.
The juxtaposition.
I love it.
To throw in another term of the rolling hills against the screaming dickhead.
Yes. Rolling Hills, Screaming Dickhead, that lesser known Japanese kung fu masterpiece.
Rolling Hills, Screaming Dickhead, Scenes of War.
Yes, Scenes of War. Hello, everybody.
Turny faces.
Angry turny faces, one of which is going to be one of my emotes. Is my
one of which is already one of my emotes.
Hello, welcome to Don't Get Me Started 44, the 44th episode of Don't Get Me Started. I'm Alex. That is Jeremy. He's right there. It's him. And
I've just had a saddening realisation.
What's that? That your name is Jeremy?
No.
That's fine.
Own it. I had it before that.
Mm-hmm.
That we missed out on the what is the meaning of life type number thing.
Oh, when we got to 42?
Yeah.
Well, actually, while we were off air, I said, 42, that's the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Duncan will like that. But we never then...
I didn't even notice you said that.
I did, I was over there. Not that nobody cares. I was just standing over there. I was just, maybe. Hey, do you
probably
know what?
sat here ignoring you as I often do.
Actually, Jeremy, I might have said it to myself.
That also sounds consistent, yeah.
I might have said it to myself. Honestly, it's possible you weren't here. Welcome into the madness that is Don't Get Me Started. I've introduced ourselves. I'm not going to do it again. If you weren't listening, go fuck yourself. This is the rantiest podcast in the world, and I will have fisticuffs with anyone who says different. Welcome in. If you're old or if you're new, young, old, tall, short, we accept all dickheads, and I think that's reasonable. So much to talk about tonight.
Including this. I wanted to watch the MasterChef final. Well, that was your first mistake. And fucking Prince Philip dies, and there's no real TV anymore. That doesn't sound like you were trying to watch real TV anyway. You should have been here the whole time. Prince Philip doesn't die on Don't Get Me Started.
Oh my goodness me. Well, now we're talking about Prince Philip has died. Prince Philip has died. I mean, there's not very much comedy to be had in the death of a well-respected but ultimately racist royal personality who was expected to die. But if we can make some jokes out of it, I will find something. But, I
mean, the only joke that I've kind of enjoyed from that is the idea that he did actually die a long time ago, and they've just been kind of like Weekend at Bernie's him.
I would love it if they did that.
They like the photos of him coming back from the hospital after his most recent stay. It's like,
but like, here's the thing, right? There's no reason to delay the inevitable or something. It's not like Paul McCartney, where apparently the conspiracy theory goes that Paul McCartney died when he was 28.
Do you mean John Lennon?
I don't mean John Lennon. Do you not know about this? Paul McCartney died at 28, and they replaced him with a lookalike.
Oh, I see.
And so ever since then, and the reason people noticed is because they aren't the same height, right? So the new person was, I think, slightly taller than the old person. And that's why, in the background of Abbey Road, in the Beetle, on the background of Abbey Road, it says, the registration plate says 28 if, because he would have been 28 if he hadn't died. And if you reverse Sgt. Pepper's, it says Paul is dead. So they've got all these mad conspiracy theories that they had to keep this fucking thing under wraps.
Yeah, that's what Harmstone just said.
That's one thing, but compare that to but that's because it was Beatlemania as height, Jeremy. They couldn't allow to let the screaming female public down of Great Britain. They needed to replace someone quick and keep it under wraps, which, by the way, would be impossible, but it wasn't because it happened. But with Prince Philip, you wouldn't have imagined they would to pull a bait and switch like that. No, he was an old man, he died.
How did he supposedly die at 28?
How did he supposedly die? I don't remember how he died. I honestly don't remember how he supposedly died.
Well, this is a shit conspiracy theory, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I didn't make it up. I don't remember it. He died a car crash. I think maybe it was something very sudden. obviously, because they were like, shit, what are we going to do? It wasn't like a long drawn out illness. I think he got hit by a car or something. It was supposedly murdered. There you go, Mike.
But they didn't do the same thing when, arguably the most popular Beatle was murdered.
No, but he was murdered so conspicuously by and so well knownedly that I would think it would be hard to like get away with that. Plus, they'd already played their hand. They couldn't do the replace a Beatle again.
Yeah.
Plus, he wasn't in the Beatles at that point.
And also, it's going to be far easier to find a lookalike for John Lennon than it is for Paul McCartney.
Not right now. Right now you can find anyone on any old person.
Just find an old person.
Just find an old person.
Put some giant glasses and some floppy hair on him, and bang, that's what you've got.
Oh dear. Alex and Jez are just, I've connected the dots. You've not connected anything, meme. like that one, the guy in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Do anyone know that meme where the guy's in front of the board with all the pins and everything like that? So there you go. But in this case, no. I think that Prince Philip.
Pepe Sylvia. Apparently, either that or Rooster's just saying random words. He did also say that apparently DMX also died today. Is he actually dead? Because the last I heard, that was a fake death, and he's still in a vegetative state.
Really? Mm. Oh, I thought you were going to do a joke about how they replaced him because he'd have been 28 if, and we were going to do a...
No, I'm not that clever. DMX is actually dead.
X is not going to give it to us any longer.
Not anymore.
No.
We better quit waiting for him. Waiting for us to quit. Yeah, that.
You right?
No. I just had a stroke.
You just can't get over the fact they replaced Paul McCartney. I can't either. He's really good though. The new Paul McCartney, and he had a while to learn all the songs, in fairness. Apparently,
I think that's why he's had so many wives. It's like they realised.
Yeah, they realised it's like...
And why they walk away with so much money. Because
they had to be in on it. They had to be in on it. They couldn't not be in on it. But, someone told me today that it was very sad that Prince Philip has died. And it's sad insofar as I don't want anyone to die. I want us all to live forever. And who wants to live forever, in the words of Queen and the Highlander soundtrack. But he was 99.
Yes.
Super privileged.
Yes.
And a member of the royal family. So he didn't have to do anything for his whole life, really, other than just hang around and be racist.
No,
and
indeed.
Stand next to the Queen.
It's very sad. It's like, no, he's done...
He's got a lot out of that.
Privileged more in his life than any of us will ever do. He's done more in his lifetime than any of us will ever do. Probably combined in the entire chat right now, with the utmost respect to the people viewing. But yeah. So no, living to 99, he's fine.
He's done well for himself, frankly. If I get to 99 and I've done as much as he has, I'll feel pretty happy.
That research comment is...
Margaret, get me my drinking jeans. These PJs are no good now. Interestingly now, and I saw what you said earlier. Did we not get the Do you know, I put on my PJs earlier. I just strangely felt really weird. So
this dickhead turned up in jeans and ruined it.
He turned up in jeans. I wore PJs. They didn't feel right. It felt like strange, and I put these on, and I feel good. I've lived to 99, says Tomorrow Matt. Good for you, man. Well, you're Tomorrow Matt. You go back in time and live various lifetimes. That's why we call you Tomorrow Matt, because you have the power of kind of like moving backwards and forwards through time.
Yeah. The little known spin-off of the Tomorrow People. Tomorrow Matt.
That's true. I like that.
It did not last.
Oh no, another program talking about Prince Philip. Well, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, we're kind of a bit Channel 4-y in that we'll talk about it and largely take the piss a bit.
Yes, I mean, it is intended as a joke.
Yes, I don't think you can really move beyond such a large event in our country and just brush it aside
without comment on it. You know.
Yes.
But now we can stop talking about it now, though. So much has happened in those terms, but also we've had Easter, Jeremy.
We have.
So
speaking of dead people,
speaking of dead people, although ones that came back to life, which I suspect, and I could be wrong about this, it's unlikely that
is that the trick that Philip's going to pull?
I don't think Prince Philip is going
to see him again.
3 days later, comes back out of Buckingham Palace. I don't think
the consorts go and take the board down from the gates of Buckingham Palace,
and out he comes.
My husband and I.
That was quite a nice little impression of the Queen.
Live to survive another day.
Yeah.
The weekend at Burning Olds continues.
I would just love it if they were weekend at burning. If they were weekend
at Buckingham.
Weekend at Buckingham. How are you doing, Prince Philip? Oh, just raise my middle finger. Move my mouth and say something racist.
Insert racial slur here.
We've talked about this.
It's either him or DMX. My money's on Philip. Yeah.
Yep. So, yes, Easter was great. I hope you all had a good Easter. We haven't spoken to you since Friday.
Good Friday.
Good Friday, which was the beginning.
The goodest of Fridays.
Well, it was partway through Holy Week, but at any rate, I had a great time because it meant I saw lots of people. I saw you.
It's not quite as fortunate for you, but
no, it was terrible actually. But the food was good, which you also made.
Yes, I did.
So
I'm good at that.
You can only imagine, everybody, what a dissonance I have in my brain that you are a dickhead, but your food is wonderful. So I just can't put those two things together. But it was very tasty.
I can fucking cook, man.
You really can. But the problem is now you've painted yourself into a corner, don't you think? Because no one ever does it.
Well, I have officially delegated the Thanksgiving meal to Keris. I did that on the day. Like, she is doing Thanksgiving.
But I enjoy coming round.
That's fine. You'll be sat on the sofa with me watching the football while she cooks.
Oh, I love it.
She's going to come home from work, slave over the thing. I will have sat there doing fuck all day, watching the parade, all that kind of shit.
Oh.
It's going to be fantastic. It's how God intended it.
How God intended it. Oh, and you know, Jeremy, I still have an extra can of pumpkin pie stuff.
Oh, there you go.
For pumpkin pie.
Will it survive to next year?
Well, it's in a can, so I'm going to say yes. But I mean, that's in my head. The rule of the can is probably it's got another couple of years. Tamzanaki, what crisps are on offer? These are the Stax ones. These are the triangular crisps. I'll touch them now.
They're Doritos fake Pringles.
Fake
basically.
Doritos fake Pringles.
Pringoes.
And they're Mexican salsa flavour.
Yeah. Advertised as being spicier than they were.
They are not as spicy as we thought they were going to be. They're not causing you any bother.
No.
And we've also got
the hot salsa.
The hot salsa.
Also not causing
Also not hot. Oh. But I do have other sauce. I have peri peri sauce. I have Nando's peri peri sauce, everybody. If you want to try something a bit more, if you want to step it up a little bit. Chaos.
We're going to have to talk about this.
If I'm cooking, we'll be eating on the weekend. I just
why not both?
Do you know, I was going to say then, just to Keris, do you know what, if you want some help, and then I thought, oh no, don't promise that on the stream, just say you're going to do the thing with Jeremy. If you want help, go fuck yourself, I'm going to be watching the football. Right. Never tried Thanksgiving. Well, it's like a lot
It's really tasty.
It's just like another meal.
You put it in the microwave for a minute, comes back out. It's Thanksgiving.
If you've ever had a roast dinner, you're going to find it very similar. Remind me to avoid the baked beans in Alex's house. Baked beans are always great in my house. Come round, try them. Did Jez make his own pasta for the Easter meal? If not, friendship over.
Question. Who the fuck eats pasta for their Easter meal?
Chaos does.
What kind of weird fucking dickhead
Chaos
are you?
Does.
Honestly.
That's why his name is Chaos. He doesn't have the regular things. He just you go into Chaos's kitchen, it's just whirling stuff, and he has to snatch at something. Oh, I'll have soup and pasta today, and it's just
ram it in there.
He's in the middle of some sort of kind of eon flux of kind of time and space. It's weird. Just don't go to his house. It's falling apart.
Yeah, I did hear them through the grapevine, because obviously I wasn't in your stream yesterday. For one of the first times ever. That's
okay. I forgive you.
The topic of my not liking filled pasta came up.
Yes.
As
I
was there, but I wasn't there because somebody was speaking using my account.
Yes. Well, for the last few times we've had Keris pretend to be you
because she can't keep fucking battering her phone to save her life. So
why don't just charge her phone? Does she
just
not charge her phone or something?
She just doesn't charge her phone yet. She sits there playing games on it, and it's going.
And then it's just
blip, blip, my phone died.
We have had phones. We have had mobile phones, Jeremy, since the late 90s, and once we all got them, we all realised they would not live forever. Who wants to live forever? In the words of Queen and the Highlander soundtrack, batteries don't. So you do have to plug them in from time to time. Keris has not worked that out.
She just nonchalantly passes me her phone. So, will you plug this in? And I'm like, I'll put it on the charging pad. No, I'll plug it in. I'm like, hey, why am I going to go above and beyond when you can't be fucking bothered to plug in your own fucking phone? No, it's going on the charging pad, or go fuck yourself.
I had Thanksgiving pizza one year. Now, what is that going to be like? I guess that's like a...
Oh, I had that. Who
you
said
sounded
that?
like massively like you were a farmer just then.
Who said that? Goblin Tea Power. Yeah. I think I got it from Asda, actually. I think it was an Asda thing. It was turkey, stuffing, cranberry, sausage and bacon on a pizza.
I bloody love that.
Fucking incredible.
That sounds... Oh, we made... No, she made her own.
Okay.
Even
no,
better.
I definitely got mine from somewhere. I didn't make my own. But it was incredible.
You could make your own.
The idea of cranberry sauce on a pizza sounds abhorrent, but it's so good.
Like the use of the word abhorrent.
So good.
Alex is cooking Thanksgiving. That is not happening. I'll eat surströmming before that. Alex reads down. Bad news is Jez and Keris will be eating surströmming. This is the hill he will die on, I suspect. A hill made of surströmming.
It's a stinky hill. So we've already kind of hacked it up, but shall we actually formally introduce the segment that we like to call This Is Happening?
Do it now.
Okay, then go ahead and formally introduce the segment that we like to call This Is Happening.
It sounds like you're doing it already. Would you like me to formally introduce the segment we like to call This Is Happening?
I would. Could you go ahead and do that?
This is happening now.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
Anyone else hear Alex say the phrase, I'll eat surströmming? Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen the first, I think it's the first episode or second episode of Arrested Development, where, no, it's not even that, it's one of the episodes where Job accidentally kills, or is thought to have killed someone like Earl Milford. And he's like, I didn't kill Earl Milford, and don't clip this so it looks like I'm saying I killed Earl Milford. And obviously they only take that bit, and they put it, and it says, I killed Earl Milford! It's like, shocking news today as a member of the Bluth family. And I just, every time we're on a stream, I say, and listen, don't clip this to say, I'm happy to eat surströmming, because that shit's going to come back and bite me in the ass.
Yeah. No, there's a good, randomly, a good Power Rangers episode where there's a kind of things clipped together awkwardly. They're doing a video project, and the two bully characters, Bulk and Skull, are doing a video project while all of the goodies are doing recycling and all that kind of stuff. They basically rock up with their camera, pick up the bags of recycling that people have gathered together, and try and take credit for it. But the tape gets horribly mangled, and so it edits them all together, just being derpy and fucking useless. And like, we hate Miss Appleby. She can't teach. It's so funny.
Actually got to drive a train today.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
I got there as you did it.
That sounds amazing. That is excellent. Jeebus came in on a yell. Well, I yell a lot. Thank you for coming in, Lush Nibble. Good to see you again.
Welcome, Lush.
Got myself a 2003 Godzilla today and got the tail on.
Got the tail on. He was messaging me like the entire time from dropping it off at his and getting here, like, can't get the tail on, I tried butter and everything, can't get the tail on. I'm like, I cannot deal with this.
How does the tail not, well, is the tail not come connected? You have to do that.
No, because it's quite a long tail,
yeah,
so obviously they wouldn't want the box to be huge.
You have to do that yourself.
The tail comes detached in the box and you clip it on.
I understand. Mowed the lawn and didn't throw out my back. Good work. And Sleep Machine has been working very well. This is good because Rooster has not been sleeping well.
No.
But now he's a machine.
But I have.
I've been sleeping like a baby.
My hap is that yesterday,
yes,
in my roller coaster of a day yesterday,
yes,
all of my haps and naps are from yesterday.
What a day it was.
I slept until 11 for the first time in 4 years.
How does this happen?
Well, it happened because Keris didn't wake me up and dealt with the child.
Oh.
Because she's on Easter holiday. But yeah.
Keris is lovely.
It was fantastic. I haven't slept in since I had a broken leg and couldn't get out of bed, so I didn't.
You've been tempted to break your leg again.
I have been tempted to break my leg again.
If only for the
sitting around doing nothing. And the ketamine. The ketamine was great too.
Ketamine. Horse tranquilizers.
Yeah.
If you've not been here before, and I don't know if Lush Nibble, if you have been in this before, this is a segment called This Is Happening, where we talk about what's good and bad in our week. And we'll talk about what was good for us and what was bad for us. And you guys can use the channel point things, which is what people are doing now, to say hap is good and nap is bad. So you're just dropping your goods and bads.
Fun fact, ketamine was one of the reasons George V died. Well, ketamine was one of the reasons that I didn't die. So there you go. That's about even, right? George V, me, that evens out.
Does ketamine give you the trots? That's a good one.
I like
Had some twat.
That's what got Paul McCartney. Bring it back! Bring it all back!
Yeah, that's
just
a
reel it in.
Corporation. That's what happened. He took some. Paul McCartney took something like, oh shit, what are we going to do? I love this concept that, like, who was it? Is it Brian Epstein? Who was the guy who was imagining the Beatles was like Brian Eno, I can't remember. But anyway, was like, we've got to fucking find them. They couldn't just say Paul died. It's 3 people going forward. But the problem with that is then Ringo would be like, well, no, I better get some of my songs in. And it's like, no, let's find a lookalike for Paul. We can't have Ringo doing a song.
Paul's dead. Doesn't quite have the same ring. Nap had some twat take the piss out of my new cosplay. Yeah, well, don't engage with the twats. Fuck them.
Yeah. Haters gonna hate, man.
Yeah.
Fuck them off into the sea.
The nap is that you let them get to you.
British Sea Power have a song about ketamine. Goblin Tea Power likes the band British Sea Power.
That's on brand.
You can work that out, can't you? It rhymes, and you know it rhymes. Power rhymes with power. Can a word rhyme with itself? I don't think it can. I was very pleased. My hap was Easter. And I...
So many terms I do not understand yet. Welcome to Great Britain!
Hello!
We speak English, but different.
Lush lives in Ohio, I think, as I remember. If I remember, as I recall correctly. So...
Du Fook?
So we might speak differently, but not that differently, I don't think. At any rate, what have I got written up? Oh yeah, so Easter was great for me. The good thing about this is that doing things over Easter meant that I saw people in people's gardens. I saw you in your house, but we have a
bubble.
We have a bubble, so I can legitimately admit that. The rest of the people, I went and I definitely spent time in their gardens.
In the cold and wind in their garden.
Wink. I did. I was in their garden, and I went to see...
In the process of walking through it to their front door and into their house.
Alex, you got clipped. Yes, I suspected I would. I have to say I gave you 2 opportunities to do it. So if I didn't get clipped, I don't know. You guys are dropping the fucking ball on that one.
You guys don't clip enough, if anything.
Clips are fun. I had a fun my hap, and I tell you what, my nephew and my niece are gonna, well, especially Hannah, is probably gonna dislike or at least be shocked by this next part that I'm saying that is my hat, because I don't know how we got into it, but my parents were like, oh my god, and parents were like talking about sex. I can't explain this. I don't know how we got onto it, right? But they were just talking about stuff, and I don't even need to explain how we got onto it, but it's just talking about why people get together and how they get together. And for the first time in forever, they were like just talking about sex, and I'm like, and like Jake Peralta out of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I was like, this is unbelievable, it's happening, I hate it, please stop talking about it. And it was just super weird. But my mum opined the following, which was, she said, when some people get together, Alex, so I understand it, when they are communicating, trying to start a relationship, they take pictures, the men take pictures of their she didn't gesticulate. The men, this is my mother, this is my mum. She's
so to be clear, this is Hannah H. Bort's grandmother.
Yes, correct.
Right.
She's like,
just to keep up.
We were all just talking fairly reasonable. No, we weren't drinking either. I just didn't see what happened to them. I think at one point they both swore, which they never swear. And I was like, have they just don't give a fuck anymore? Because my dad said shit.
Lockdown has broken there.
They have. They said shit. My mum occasionally swears in an amusing way anyway. But like she should like that. She shouldn't do it. But they were talking about stuff, and they're talking about dating, because I think I was talking about dating, and my mum said, like, some people, Alex, take send pictures of their appendages to girls.
Please say she said appendage.
She did say appendage. I was like, tell me more. She said, do you know this, Alex? And I said, well, listen, I'm gonna tell you now that I do understand this practice. Yes, I do.
Does this picture perchance have a name? Some kind of name?
Yes,
Is it an appendage pic?
Yes, she does not actually. She said,
Is it an appended? A pen pic? Pen pic? No?
I just like it.
Help me out, Mum, come on.
She could. I wish I had. She said, I suspect in some cases they do not send their own appendage, but they get somebody else's appendage.
That's the smart money.
And I just was like, listen, Mum, I mean, I'm not going to speak from experience here, but because I couldn't say that much to her because it would be too much. But I said, I have to say, if men are wanting to send a picture of something of themselves, it's probably easier and more direct to use the appendage that God gave them rather than sourcing someone else's. Imagine if I wanted to send a picture to a girl and I
mean, it
sent a
depends
message
what your
to you.
end game is, really. If you hope to
Bell
then
end's game.
use that appendage in a relationship with the person that you are sending your picture to, then you should probably send
use
your own.
But imagine if I sent a message saying, listen, Jeremy, can you send me a picture of your dick? Because I don't want to send my own. Like, that conversation never happens.
I wouldn't suggest you solicit the photo from your friends. There's Google for that.
Yeah, you could just Google it. But yeah, that's true. Anyway, so that was amusing. So I had an amazing conversation.
Unless playing cock or ball. My mind went there as well. Yeah.
Cock or ball. My parents were not playing cock or ball. Although, all bets are off. They're very weird. So Easter, it was an Easter miracle, everybody. My parents were very amused. They're always really funny. My mum was always great value. But the fact that she said, telling me with a straight face that men sometimes send appendages to women.
Did she not realise that sometimes women reciprocate and send their
I think I might have said. I just said yes. It works. Hey, listen, it works
men.
both ways. That's how it happened for me. You kind of like if it comes, you gotta think of the equivalent. I did a whole stand up on that. It's just like if someone sends something, I had to work out what was the equivalent to send back. And if you want to see that stand up, go back a couple of years and in the time traveling machine.
It was a good one. Yeah. Appendages are gross, says Lush. Hey, I completely agree with you. I don't know why straight women are a thing. Why would you want to be with men? We're disgusting, and our appendages are even more disgusting.
Mine is lovely.
It's because of con artists like this, I guess.
Are you sure they weren't people impersonating your parents? They were doing an excellent job in all other regards.
Now, Lush, I will say, because this is your first time here, you will notice the things popping up on the screen like that, the hap and the nap. You can use your channel points to put your haps, your good things, and your naps, your bad things, up on the screen.
You can.
And that's how we notice them.
But you had 5 kids on spring break. Woo!
As in you gave birth to 5 kids on spring break?
Woo!
That's hardcore. Yeah, I definitely feel sorry for you there. That could set up a very weird version of you don't look much like your pictures.
I should say, the implication there was that I have sent a picture of my appendage.
Which you have.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
But I should say, in my defence, that they were asking for it, so that's fair enough, I thought, really.
That sounds a bit rapey, but
no. Sorry, let me make that clear. When I say they were asking for it...
asking for it.
When I say, no, that's not what I meant. I meant...
Slide into your DMs, motherfucker.
I did slide into their DMs. When I say they were asking
Extra
for it...
lube.
They were literally asking for it. Like, they had requested it. They said, please can... That when I said... I didn't mean they were asking for it. I just said
may
they were...
I have a dick pic?
Please, may I? Can I have... Yes, they were physically... A request was made formally in a pro forma that I have. Mm-hmm. Can I get some wine?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. So, I started with my hap from Thursday morning that I stayed until 11. But then I did get up, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. I left my bed.
I noticed that because you're here now.
Yes. And I went to do my usual kind of shipping parcels work kind of thing. And as I just did here, poured myself a glass of Pepsi.
Yes.
But
I returned.
In the process of opening a brand new bottle and pouring, I decided to drop the bottle with the top off, and because it's a carbonated drink, it proceeded to
Erupt!
fountain clear across the room, all over the wall, and like drip down onto a bunch of stuff. And I'm just like, ah! And I'm there with the open thing just gushing out. So I'm like,
And we've all done it. You didn't intend it for it to happen like that, but suddenly it was happening.
And then Karis came to rescue me with towels and stuff. And obviously my business involves highly collectible, mostly expensive shit. Luckily, I didn't get any on any of the collectibles. I don't know how. But that was nap. That was not how I wanted to wake up from my lovely slumber.
Awake from your slumber, put Pepsi everywhere. That's not good.
I did say that the room needed to be a bit, more humid and damp because it has been dry. So
that is not entirely what you meant.
No.
They filled in the documents and filed them with the relevant authorities. Oh, well, maybe they did.
Please tick the relevant box.
I did have a...
I would request one dick pic.
Please show me on the appendage. Revelation: Alex is a sex offender. Now listen, hang on. Was that Hap? Did he put that
No,
as
it's
a
a nap.
Oh, just messing around. What is it? I saw above, and I think we've gone past it now. Where like Hannah says, like again, there really should be a donation to Hannah's therapy fund. This is it because like the thing is, there's a generational gap between me and my elder brothers. So the shit that I'm saying, they won't happen. Like Stephen never did this, and Patrick never did this. It just didn't happen.
Well,
Don't say that Stephen did it. That's their dad. That's so funny. Stephen's not watching. It doesn't matter. Really laughing out. I'm glad you're laughing out loud. That was entirely my intention. I'm trying to make you laugh.
So Lush clarified, I had 5 kids at my house for spring break.
Woo-hoo!
Okay, then your region is intact. Good for you. Maybe they wanted to send it to someone else. I hear that's how it works. Yeah, maybe.
So is it the custom to send a photo of a flaccid appendage or a turgid appendage?
That's a good question.
Hey, that's an excellent question, Chaos. Listen, I think it's dealer's choice, old chap. But I would be a fan of the turgid appendage sending if I was going to pick. And I have. Dad and I are watching the golf, and I'm going to pass hard on introducing him to this convo. That's my brother. I love it. Oh my god.
Yeah, show him the VOD later.
Show him the VOD. You owe me £50. I'll buy you some drinks. Not to quote the person who Alex sent a peen pic on Insta to. We're keeping that shit quiet.
No, it's the same 5 kids I had for virtual school, motherfucker. Anyway.
This time I had to entertain them.
Right.
So it was Hap and Nap.
But Hap that you didn't have to push them out of your body. That's
Yes.
what I'm saying here. You know?
Well, we know this episode is going to be called Dick Pic Etiquette. Well, yeah, I did wonder. I have to say, I had wondered whether there's an etiquette that is required. If someone sends you a picture, what do you send them back? You know, if someone sends you a bum, you send a bum.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if it's solicited, really. I mean, because there is the phenomenon of dickhead men just sending dick pics unsolicited to women, which is not cool.
It's not cool. It would be reasonable for me to clarify my position so that it makes sense to everybody, but I'm not going to clarify it because there's comedy to be had by misinterpreting, so I'll shut the fuck up. Naps. Let's put some naps. If you've got any naps, sow some naps out. I know you've been doing haps and naps, everybody, and very well done for you.
Hap, they survived, and you survived. It's all good, all round.
This is good.
Right. Do you have any naps?
I mean, I want to say this is a nap, and I'll invite the chat to join in because I've got a question.
Tell me what you think about me.
Tell me what you think about me. Car I'm driving, I bought it. Dick, I sent you, I bought it. So, it's not a lyric. Right, so last Wednesday, there's a problem on my roof. Up on the roof. There's a problem on the roof. I was lying in bed one night in January when something fell off my roof, and I don't know what it was.
Ah!
It was a sound of Captain Brilliant. It was a northern voice fell off my roof. No, it was like a solidly lump of stone or slate fell off my roof because it went a ka-donk, and I was like, something has just fallen off my fucking roof. So I told.
So what you're saying was ka-donk, 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 ka-donk. Ah!
Yeah, and then it hit Captain Brilliant in the head.
Cool.
And by the way, we have seen Captain Brilliant since, but I think they've replaced him with a different Captain Brilliant. To be continued because it's a fucking rave. The Waffle Master.
Easy Wyvern. Now, I do not know Easy Wyvern. This is a random raid.
Oh, I see.
Welcome.
I saw
Thank
Waffle,
you for coming. Thank you very much for bringing the raid. This is Don't Get Me Started, the ranty, banty, Friday night drinky podcast. I'll just keep adding words to that.
I love it. I love it.
Nana brought them. I see. Thank you very much. I'm Jez. This is Alex.
I'm covered by writing.
This is a squirrel.
I'm covered by squirrel. The squirrel, it looks like I'm behind the squirrel.
I've placed that perfectly, haven't I?
I know, you really have.
Shout out to Welsh Nana K for the raid guide. Well, welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Yes.
We're in the middle of a segment called This Is Happening, where we share our haps, our great things that have happened this week, and our naps, the terrible things that have happened this week.
Yes.
And you can join in doing so using your channel points.
All the goods and all the bads to catch you guys up, and thank you very much for coming in.
Easy Wyvern, Waffle Master 22, and Violet Dragons. Thanks for the follows.
All from my front room, and we're
Studio A.
Studio A, my front room. We have loads of segments, ranty stuff, and we'll get right on with the segment I'm talking about, which is one of my naps, one of my bad things that happened this week. And you feel free to join in, as it were.
Jaeger's doing excellent mod work.
Oh, Jaeger, can you shout me out? Because, hey, listen, I want to shamelessly plug for my follows as well. So if you could shout me out, that would be really great. Thank you very much. So, my nap, aside from the fact that something, to catch you up, because you just came in, something fell off my roof. I live in the top of this block of flats. I am at the top, the roof is mine. Something fell off the roof, and I asked the freeholders to get me a roof man. I don't know if that's their official name, Jeremy, but I wanted them to get me. Can't go wrong with a shameless plug. Well, feel free to. I'm always be chatting.
Hard knocks and cheap pops.
Absolutely. Shameless plug incoming. I would appreciate a follow. Thank you very much. If you're enjoying it, if you get no value, tell me to go fuck myself. It's quite sweary as well. Right. So I told the freeholders there's something wrong with my roof, and they said we'll send a guy round on Wednesday. That's last Wednesday. Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
I sang Live to Win, Deal or Die the other day. What's coming out? There's something coming through on your thing.
Oh, yeah. No, only we can hear that. Don't worry about it.
Okay, fine. So, Mr. Roofman, bring me a roof.
Boom.
So, they said, we'll send him round on Wednesday. He didn't come round. Then we hit Easter, and I was like, fuck it, who gives a shit? They didn't send the roof man round. It doesn't matter. On Wednesday, I had a bin problem. The bin problem was everybody in my flat, once the recycling bin taken, filled up the recycling bin, so I couldn't use them.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
So I booked a place at the rubbish tip to take all my stuff. And in an effort to get rid of all that sort of stuff, I needed to be there at 1:00 on Wednesday. And then the guy from the freehold called me saying, we're sending round a guy. That's so weird to me. We're sending round a guy to go up on your roof, and he's going to be there at 1:00. I said, I can't do 1 because I'm going to the tip. He said, okay, what can we do about this? And I said, listen, send him round.
Not at 1.
Not at 1. Send
Seems
him
like
round.
a simple solution to me, sir.
Send him round earlier than 1 or later than 2 to go on the roof. Earlier than 1, later than 2. Okay? That is when the roof man has to come round.
So he came at 3 minutes past 1.
What time did the roof man come? This is not 2 trains driving in different directions. He could come earlier than 1 or later than 2. What time did the roof man come round?
I'm going to say he came at 10 to 1 as you were packing up your car to be at your 1:00 appointment.
Easy with 1:12, I wish.
Come on, keep him coming.
Okay, you got it earlier than 1. And by the way,
you know,
he's got to be on that roof for like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, or something like that. So he can't come at 12:59. Ideally, 12:30 would have been nice.
1:30,
1 p.m.
Keep coming. 12:59. Keep going.
So stupid. 12:59. Midnight. Oh man, what Waffle Master? Waffle Master.
Yeah, that's very late as well. Well, you said not to come at 1, so I came
at midnight.
I came 11 hours later.
Don't go fuck yourself. 1 on the dot says Tamsinaki. 1 says Jaeger. 1 says Mike Harmstone. At 1 o'clock, what you need to know is that when people come to this flat, you can hear them coming up the stairs. No one ever comes up here. Just as I was getting my stuff to go, because lunch is at 1, I walked to the door, I opened the door, and at 1 on the dot, the roof man came round. I'm like, you had one job, roof man. He comes round at 1. I'm not kidding. You're absolutely right. 1 on the fucking dot. He comes round, and I open the door, and he's coming up the stairs, and I kind of feel like this can't be can't be a nap. Because it's so funny. And he came, opened the door, and I just laughed so hard in his face. I didn't mean to laugh in his face, but I was just like, I was like, I can't. I said, mate, and he went, I know that I've kind of come round at the point.
At the only time that I shouldn't have.
The only time.
But I was hoping to.
He was just like, he came round. I was like,
what was the next part of that sentence? I know I've come round when I'm not supposed to.
I don't know I've come round when I'm not supposed to. I said, that is true, that's why I'm laughing. And he went, but like, that's kind of, things got in the way. And he said, I know you've got stuff to do. I said, I do have stuff to do, which is, and I was laughing like this. I'm like, which is why you can't come round at 1. And he came round, and it was just so stupid. We're now at the point where I have to leave, and he's coming in. He comes in, and he takes off his shoes, and then he closes the door, and because in order to get up to my roof, you need to put the ladder up to the attic, through the skylight, onto the roof. But the roof is a roof, so he can't just go up in his socks, can he? So now he has to get his shoes back again. So he has to open the door, but the door won't open because we put the ladder in the way. So he has to take the ladder out. It's like fucking Norman Wisdom. And so
it's like one of those slide puzzles.
Oh man,
but
fucking
with shoes and ladders.
So we open the door again. He gets his shoes. I get my shoes. We put our shoes on. We close it. We put it. We go up and we go on the roof. Oh my god.
At 1.
At 1,
right?
At 1, we go. I don't tell him to go away. We've got to get this done. So he looks around and he looks over the bit where I'm meant to have heard Petty fall off the roof. Oh wait, hold on, fuck shit. Captain Brilliant fall off the roof, and he looks over and he's like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, nothing missing, it's all fine. I was like, oh great, excellent. And then
that explains my leak. Thank you very much.
Off you go. And then he looks around the rest of it, and he says, okay. He assesses it in like a matter of 2 minutes. He's like, that's a problem, we should do that. At which point, you would imagine that the transaction is done. Because he says something not unlike, we'll have to come back and do this another time. Which, by the way, was always going to be the plan. And then, what I should say is, I went up in a hoodie. It was very cold on Wednesday. And let me explain something to you. Aside from being cold in general terms, it was much colder on the fucking roof. And what proceeded to happen,
there's some science there.
There is, was he seemingly, now he was on the roof, didn't want to leave the roof. And whilst our transaction had completed, in my mind at least, he then did not want to fuck off from the roof. And he found lots of other ways to remain on the roof. And I was freezing on the roof, but I'm so super polite that I couldn't say,
fuck off.
I've
got to go to the tip.
Not only am I cold, but I got to go to the tip, which you know, because it was 1 when you got here.
We did a thing.
We had a whole thing. And so he was like, well, that's got to be done. That's got. Oh, look at that. You've got to get the corking right on that. And I'll tell you what, we've got to scrape off that stuff. I don't even know. Look, when the wind blows, all these bits of kind of granite, all these bits of stone are going to blow right off that. What's the point?
But if you've really got some time and a bit of money on your hands, then you could
do this. And then he went over to another bit. Look at this. And then he jumped onto it. He went, you could jump right on this bit. I'm like, yes, I suppose you could. If you wanted to, you could jump on it. And he's jumping on it like this. And I was like,
yes. You could. I'll stay right the fuck.
Being nice is a curse, isn't it? So I'm super nice. So he kind of. So then, what did I do, everybody? I used all the powers in my capability to use phrases which I would like to call disengagey phrases where I say things like, so, anyway, well, so, we're going to sort that out another day, so we should probably get on. So if that's it, and it was stuff like this, but nothing I said made any difference. I said, so, well, yes, if that about wraps it up, so would you say that's drawing a fine line under it? And all these phrases are coming out of my mouth. And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, look at that. That's coming up a bit there. And I said, yes, and that's one of the many things I suspect you will look at in the future. And he was like, absolutely, I will. But let's have a look at this. And honestly, I said every disengagey phrase that I could make up. And he
was trolling you.
Unbelievable. He's too old to be a troll. Well, Roofman, have a great afternoon. Translation, fuck off now, please. And I was like, well, what I should have said is, well, it's very cold here. Up on the roofman. As well, you probably know in your career as a roofman, you've probably suffered the cold many occasions.
What was he wearing, just to clarify?
Well, thankfully he was wearing shoes, thanks to me, but he was wearing also kind of like a heavy fleece kind of jacket.
So there was no risk of him being cold?
No, he was fine.
Right. Yeah,
I was wearing what I would describe as my zippy hoodie.
Tam didn't want to know what colour it was in case there was any confusion.
Oh, his one?
No, yours.
Oh, it was red. Nothing but a smile. I gave him a dick pic and off he went. He said, can I have a picture of your appendage?
Wait. It was a conspiracy by the hand to stop you getting to the tip.
There's only so much air I can get into my lungs. It was a conspiracy. I see it now. And by the way, I went there later and they were not happy that I was there. I think they thought the delaying tactic would... Oh my God, we're through the looking glass. Shit on me. That's serious. So yes, eventually, by the way, I did eventually say my gentle disengagement tactics eventually got him. Well, if we could, would you mind? I mean, I think so. Oh, is it a bit cold? Yes. So shall we? Eventually got him through the hole. We closed it back up, and he did fuck off. To return when? I don't know.
Probably the next inconvenient moment. Probably now. He's probably going to turn up now. So I thought I might come and do your roof.
Oh, and he's here with us tonight. It's the Roofman. Come in. Oh my God, I wish he was here. I really wish the Roofman would... He'd be pretty fucked up with my description of him. Anyway, if you've just joined us, Waffle Master et al., that's kind of the shit that goes on in this fucking stream. That was my nap, but it was also a hat because it was fucking hilarious. The background was now, as a result, the upshot was rather, I did get to the tip. I dropped everything off there. And it was all totally fine and fun. But there you go. Up on the roof. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a true roof story.
I'm going to share Harmstone's nap because he posted it twice, bless him. We forgot it the first time, so he posted it again. Nap, people making plans with you and then letting you down. Dickheads. I agree. Nothing fucks me off more than that. And Karis's hap. Easter holes equals non-stop my time in Porsche.
I like it.
Not sure that's as happy as she thinks it is, but yeah. You might get a good view of the bin men from the roof. That's true.
That is true.
What day was it? Wednesday?
It was Wednesday.
Perfect bin man day.
Yeah, well, bin for me is Thursday. Bin for me is Thursday.
Oh, is it?
Yes. So what did fall off your roof? Well, Chaos, we just don't know because it wasn't Captain Brilliant. And it wasn't, because I said, that slate looks like it's fallen. He's like, yes, in the many conversations that were acceptable on the roof. But like he looked over and there was nothing missing. So I have to say,
slate.
I wonder, Jeremy, I wonder Chaos, and I wonder everybody, if a bird... What was that? Did you just hear that?
No.
What the fuck was that?
I thought that was you.
No. That was something, fell off something. The fuck was that? Anyway... What the fuck is wrong with this flat?
I thought you burped.
No, it was like a bang. Something dropped. Something came off the fucking roof again.
Cool.
That was weird. I'm thinking maybe a bird landed on the roof, but because the roof is at an incline, was unable to gain purchase on the roof, much like the impression that Jeremy is doing.
We're not falling for that again.
And I think we're not falling. No, honestly, there was a thing.
Did you hear a knock?
There was a knock. That's how this ending tonight. Did you hear a bird? I think something landed on the roof and then fell off, but I would have expected a little bit of a squawk. And then landed on Captain Brilliant.
Tell us about you flashing in the post office, Jez. Yeah, well, I was leading up to that, actually. You know, there is a time and a place for that. And I was letting Alex finish his nap before I moved on to my final
Do yours.
If that's quite all right.
The roof man cometh.
the theme of the day has been my crazy up and down Thursday that was this week. I slept until 11, hap. I covered my office in Pepsi Max, nap. And then I took the parcels that I had packed in my Pepsi soaked office to the post office. And as there often is at the moment, there is a queue that extends out of the building.
Queue?
Because you have to queue 2 meters apart, obviously.
Yeah.
Which means that only 4 people can actually queue within the post office, and then everybody else is out in the cold. So there I was, out in the cold, queuing with my stack of parcels.
I know what that's like.
And didn't really fancy holding them in the cold with the cold wind bashing against my fingers as I held boxes. So I put them down on the ground. And when it was time to enter the post office, because I had reached the front of the queue,
Indeed.
I crouched down to procure the parcels from the ground.
Yes.
And all I could hear was a loud whoosh. It was the sound of my shorts fucking exploding at the seats. Splitting right down the arse from about tailbone to bollock. Boof. At the post office.
Don't
But
stop till you get enough.
I covered it well. I think only one person will have noticed, and that was the person immediately behind me.
No kidding. Good job. They were 2 meters behind.
Everyone else, and I still, went and posted the parcels. I didn't give 2 shits, but I did have my massive bag that had a parcel in it, and so as a result, one of the parcels didn't get posted, so that said bag had enough weight in it to tail behind me as I walked home, and then I went and posted the parcel later.
Posting dick pics, old school. Yeah, absolutely. That's how we used to do it in the day. You couldn't just
Open the letterbox and ram your dick through. Here's
Dickie. Yeah, I mean, it was a long time coming. You'd have to take a photo of your dick, take it to Boots, get it developed,
Polaroid.
bring it, or Polaroid. Shouldn't do that. Put it into the thing.
Oh, I missed the end. Let's try again.
Let's try. Put it in and you'd have to. That's how you did it in the days before camera phones. From tailbone to bollock, or the subtitle to Researchers OnlyFans. That's a cracking story. It is good.
Here's Johnny. It was right there. I know, but I felt that was a very, a very British joke.
Yeah, I guess it is.
A Johnny is slang for a condom in the UK, in case that
Johnny
is important to this digression.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, that was all of my day until half 12, 1 o'clock roughly.
Can I just say, the ripping of trousers happens every now and again in your life, right? No one plans it. Most people have bought trousers and shorts. I'm sure you're one of them that fits.
I have bought shorts. You're right.
You have, but this is not the first time that things have ripped on you. I would guess.
No.
But there's no accounting.
I have a gigantic ass. Is the problem?
Oh man, yeah, and we all enjoy it. But I'm just saying, from time to time, you'll be at a wedding or a thing or at work, and there's nothing you can do. Total eclipse of the heart. But you kind of just it just happens to you. You can't see it coming. It's going to happen. And
the worst for it was actually work trousers.
Oh,
that would be the worst for it, because it just does seem like the seam is not very well put together on suit trousers at all. Very thin, delicate threading.
It's hard to walk when you're carrying that cake.
Beefcake! It's funny actually, because I was randomly listening to Kid Rock on my way over.
Which Kid Rock are you listening to?
I've just put the whole discography in, and I'm running through it, as I have done with many other bands up till now. Kid Rock is just my current. And there was a line, I can't remember the exact line, so I'm going to paraphrase, but it was the summation of it was that he needed to get his rocks off, because if he didn't get his rocks off, his dick made it so that he couldn't fit in his Wranglers. And I'm like, that's the line I should have gone with.
Yeah. Are you just going to start carrying...
just too hung for my shorts. This totally rips of the ass. Okay, well that we really can't get better than that. That's the end, folks. No.
That's the segment we like to call This Is Happening. I've forgotten the name of this. Dick is happening, apparently. There's so much dick stuff in this.
Yeah. We've been in the kind of that region for the entire day today, haven't we?
It's a good region to be in.
Captain Brilliant's trousers ripped at my wedding. They
Yes.
And then he ripped them even more and made them have a conversation. Hello, etc.
Yeah, he did that.
You have the video of that. Do you, Reese? Do you? Because I've been waiting for my wedding video since my wedding. It's been 6 years.
Oh man, I remember Reese doing videos of me.
Come on, man.
We got a yeah. TikTok. I think I should say, Captain Brilliant is one of those guys. I've got another friend of mine who used to work with called Brent, and every Christmas party he would rip his trousers, and he was like, "I think these trousers are a bit tight. Cut to later, and then he's like, the next year he's like, I've got some different trousers this year. They're not quite so tight, but they're pretty tight. Later on the dance floor, and then the third year in a row, he was like, right, I've lost 2 pairs of trousers. I'm like, how is this happening to you, man? I haven't had trousers rip in like a decade or something, 15 years. And it still hasn't been as catastrophic as you, Brent. And it's the same with Captain Brilliant. He's exactly the same. How are people doing this? I really don't understand it. I sent it to you. He sent it to you.
No, Reese, we had this conversation. You sent me the wedding ceremony. You have not sent anything after the wedding ceremony. So all the speeches and the ripped trousers and you doing the interviews with people, telling us we're pricks, that kind of thing. None of it.
Amusingly, you...
So dig it out. I want to see the wedding speeches.
Mama S. Mama S is coming in.
1 year he will learn not to wear tight trousers. I thought you were going to make a Wallace and Gromit joke then, but never mind.
He will. Yeah, 1 year he will. Actually, he did in the end just leave the company.
Mama S, welcome. Good evening. It's been a very nether region.
Buonasera, Alex. Yes, indeed, and buonasera to you too.
Are we at the end of This Is Happening?
Yes.
After 57 minutes.
That's
We've thoroughly This Is Happening.
This has been a good. I feel this has been good. I mean, I know. I just feel it's been positive and energy-ified.
I've been listening. It has been ripping.
It has been ripping. Ripping tales, ripping yarns here in my front room, otherwise known as Studio A. And you're all welcome here, except, virtually for now.
See, the average person would be embarrassed by the trouser splitting story, but I don't give a shit.
No, I know you don't give a shit about anything, old chap. And I think that's an excellent way to be.
I'm pretty chill. Mama S being shouted out. That ergo we have a clip playing on my laptop.
Oh, I think I see why it all came up is because they're the shout outs coming through.
Yes.
Because I got a shout out.
I mean, there is a very dull tech reason why it's currently playing through my laptop speakers. If you care to hear it.
I will later, maybe.
There you go.
So, shall we go on to another section?
Yes.
Do you want to go into one of your most recent favourite sections, which everyone else seems to dislike, or did you want to go into a different section? I'm talking your kind of slightly virally kind of section, because that's
Oh yeah.
Did you want to go into the section that people are? I feel before you hit that button that people are really enjoying the sting you put together.
That's true. Could you buy some time while I turn the speed back up on it?
Absolutely. What I'll tell you is that
because I left it on 50%.
If you're enjoying 100% of this stream, 50% of this stream will be doing a very similar thing tomorrow at 7:30 on my stream. Always Be Chatting. Twitch.tv/always be chatting. We're doing Let's Go Back to Chatting for a second, where I chat to you for 3 hours and you buy.
Our schedule.
Hey, thanks very much. There's a schedule. I can't even read it, but there I am at 7:30 tomorrow. Twitch.tv/always be chatting. If you like me, I want to hear more. Follow me. Come back at 7:30 tomorrow because you're going to be picking what I eat from McDonald's. I think that's totally reasonable. Is that enough time for you to be?
It is. I'm all done. Yeah. Just as far as I'm concerned, we're in. Don't get me started. That means it's sport for me for the rest of the weekend. The effing racing show from the Rome E-Prix of Formula E at 3 p.m. tomorrow and 12 p.m. on Sunday, and American football at 8:30 on Sunday. So come on down, drop your lurks. Click off now, please.
If you like him, please send a dick pic. If you want to send me dick pics, I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I guess it's fan mail.
I heard bitching about my modding. I didn't bitch about your mod. I congratulated your mod, actually. So
I heard bitching about my modding. When?
Yeah.
When?
We did the exact opposite of bitching, actually.
Do we get to pick how much you eat, e.g. 25 fillet of fishes? Well, I'll quickly say this on so we can move on, but I will say that Don't bankrupt me, but let's put something fun together. We can discuss that at 7:30 tomorrow on Always Be Chatting.
It's literally what it's for.
That's exactly what it's for. And we will debate those questions and many more in the billions of hours I talk bullshit for. As for now,
it's time for the appropriately speeded going viral. You fucking love it.
That's Tom's favourite.
It is. Harmstone likes it as well.
He does.
Hashtag squelch. So, in our first of two going virals for today, we are going to look at a tweet that is relevant to a theme that we've had going on Don't Get Me Started in the last few weeks.
I am curious.
Here we go.
I don't see that, but what is it?
What's up, babe? Barely touched your beans and Oreo. Would you like to catch people up as to the context
yes,
of
okay,
this?
yes, I will catch you up. I know why you've picked this. So, a while ago, we had Weetabix. I like, but this is really excellent, by the way. Well chosen. We had a thing where Weetabix were having a serving suggestion that you could eat Weetabix with beans, with baked beans. And so they did a whole tweet thing where it's just like Weetabix, dry Weetabix with baked beans on top. And everyone in the world responded on Twitter to that terrible thing. And this, I think, if anything, is worse because someone has torn apart an Oreo.
Oreo.
Would you try this, is my question. Waffle Master. I'll try most things once. Would you try that, though?
They've created double stuffed Oreos because they obviously perceived there to be not enough stuff in the Oreo.
Yes.
And so this person has just taken it to another level, haven't they? You know, you can't complain about the level of stuffage in this Oreo.
No, you cannot.
You really can't. There's no complaint to be had there.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about when I say come along at 7:30 tomorrow. We will find some way to construct something new out of the component parts of McDonald's. But in this case, someone has constructed something out of Oreos and baked beans. Hands up, show of hands, would you eat that? Jeet? I'm just asking.
Not sure, actually.
Tamsinaki won't. What is it with people and this abuse of the great baked bean?
Well, why is it abuse? You've just added it to something else that's excellent. Oreos, good. Baked beans, good. Trifle, good.
I love that. Put your hands together. If the beans were warm, then I'd be game. They won't be warm, though, right?
No. Why would you want them to be warm? It would melt the
cream.
filling of an Oreo.
No, it would have to be cold.
Cream. Yeah. I would not eat baked beans on anything. Well, that's just beanist, isn't it? You massive beanist.
I'd eat it, but I won't be happy about it. I would not eat baked beans on anything. Hell no. Can't go wrong with beans. I love beans, but this is wrong.
I like beans too.
Oreos are wrong. Well, this came up before.
Who said Oreos are wrong? Mama Rass.
No, wait. Your wife. Your wife. Oreos are wrong.
What the hell?
She said, I love beans, but this is wrong. Oreos are wrong. You were right.
What?
Below it's the one you're looking at.
Yeah, no,
The
I've
one where it
seen
says
it.
carrots.
I'm
You're just
flabbergasted.
flabbergasted, one of Lisa's favourite
Well,
words.
you like Oreos. Chat.
She doesn't. She just said she doesn't.
She doesn't like bourbons. I think she's getting confused.
Does she mean bourbon? Does
No,
she actually mean
she doesn't like bourbon. She doesn't like bourbons or
I don't like it. She said it here first.
Don't like
First
Oreos.
Weetabix, now Oreos. What next? Baked beans with custard?
Hold my beer.
Well, Tamsinaki said fish fingers and custard.
One day.
One day more.
Now, our next viral...
I really enjoyed this one, by the way. Good choice.
well, it wasn't my choice, actually.
Baked beans in wine.
It was submitted by our audience.
Oh.
So, thank you, Goblin Tea Power.
Oh, good work. Good work. Yes. Good work, Goblin TV. And if you want to see something added to our going viral section, much as you squelchily hate it...
If you want to do my fucking job for me and find me viral shit, then please send it to me on Discord, Facebook, Twitter, or in the post.
And we will stick that shit where the sun doesn't shine.
The sun doesn't shine in here, so that we've got blinds, so that's accurate.
Alex is going to be trying fish sticks in McFlurry.
That's a level of accuracy.
Oh my god.
Right, so the next one came across my dashboard, and it it seemed apropos with what you had been telling me about your disposal of household goods and recycling things and stuff. Because I understand that you have got rid of your microwave oven.
Oh, I have.
Yeah. And so now, in the search for something to replace it, to do your cooking,
I got nothing.
I came across an idea for you.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay.
Now, it's a bit of a trek, and I'm not sure this is going to fit in your kitchen.
It's a bit of a trek. Search for Spock. Love it. It's nice.
But
Professional.
here is my solution for you to cook in lieu of a microwave. There you go.
In the loo. Loo.
So this comes from Iceland, where there is an actual volcano erupting,
Is that they making
and these crazy motherfuckers.
Is that my brother?
It does look like your brother. These crazy motherfuckers are cooking hot dogs in lava in an active volcano.
Are you kidding me? They could just fall over. Is that solid? That can't be solid. Is that the magma?
Or is it the other thing?
The crust?
Science! What's the other word for lava stuff?
You can't make plasma with grapes in a volcano. And that's a true fact. I believe you. But look at that. And then it comes down, it forms the hardenedy bit.
Yes.
And that's the bit they are putting it on. Oh my god, what the fuck do they think they're doing? But they didn't toast the bun, did they?
Well, I think you could probably put meat in there and it would just cook it and be okay. You put a bun in there and it's just going to catch fire, right?
Oh!
Yeah.
Back once again.
With the renegade volcano. Yeah.
I love that.
How do you feel about that? Do you think you could fit that next to your kettle? Or
Do you know what? I have to say, we'd have to divert the volcano from the roof down through the flat roof of the kitchen. And cascade
the guy back again.
We got to get that guy back.
We've
got to get Roofman come back, see if he can install a volcano on the top of the roof to allow it to kind of drift down. It would also heat the flat, so I'd probably be able to save some money that way.
Not that it heated them; they were still there in like Arctic wear. Surely it's warm next to a volcano.
Yeah,
you'd think.
I mean, I have never been next to a volcano,
although I have no empirical evidence.
You are one of these people who wants to have a trip cheese
in various locations.
Especially a high location.
I want to eat a trip cheese next to an erupting volcano.
It should be mentioned, if it hasn't mentioned already, that Goblin Tea Power thought that when you said trip cheese, you meant like eating cheese on a trip, because we had not
which I'm also up for.
That
I'm pretty down for anything.
It's shortened for triple cheeseburger.
It is our special colloquialism for the triple cheeseburger.
Tell Roofman to eat the Oreo.
Roofman, I always wanted you to eat a baked bean Oreo. Intergalactic junk.
I really enjoyed that. And when he comes back, like, also, when the Roofman came round, I was laughing so hard. I came in, I closed the door, and then I turned to him and I said, right, just close the door, you'll never leave. I just said it like that, really deadpan. I just want to have fun with people. Did I tell you that when my freehold guy said, I said to him, something has fallen off the roof, you need to check it. He said, okay, how do you get on the roof? I said, you go up through my attic. I said, I'll go and have a look. He said, now I have to say, Alex, I don't feel comfortable with you going up on the roof. And I was like, okay, well, I understand, I'll just have a look. And he said, well, let me know what you find out. I said, I'll let you know what I find out next Monday. By next Monday, I'll email you to let you know what I found out on the roof. And if you don't hear from me, I probably fell off the roof. Now, I think that's funny, but I
agree.
He had never spoken to me before that day, so that level of joke was probably not going to fly with him. So I just didn't say it. But honestly, I really wish I'd said if you don't hear from me, I probably fell off the roof, Rod Hull style, because he fell off the roof.
PSA: stay the fuck away from erupting volcanoes.
That is a top tip.
Counterpoint: what if I don't?
What if I don't?
And I take a trip cheese and take a selfie next to an erupting volcano.
I think we've got to do it. I think it's got to be done.
This is happening.
And where is the nearest McDo to a kind of fucking volcano? Volcano.
Karis, Nana, you've been to Iceland. Did you see any McDonald's in Iceland? Is it Iceland they went to?
I don't know. Yeah, no,
somewhere
no.
that way, Scandinavia.
Roofman sounds like a really shit superhero.
Roofman!
Roofman! Goes on the roof.
You would die. Well, these guys didn't.
Ah, they were fine.
Yeah.
Next stream, you guys are just on a volcano. Hey, can we get Wi-Fi?
Welcome to Don't Get Me Magma'd.
We're here on a fucking volcano. I would do that if I thought it was possible.
No, we didn't. Where did you go?
We are not quite at that stage, Waffle Master.
Oh, you did go to Iceland. You didn't see a McDonald's, right? This might be taking a trip cheese across borders to accomplish this.
It might be cold by the time you get it there.
But you can have lobster soup. I'm gonna pass on that.
We looked up because we thought about this. We looked up something you would Google, like the craziest places they have a McDonald's. And there is one at like a top of a ski slope. So you could go skiing and you can ski. You know, like you have a drive-through? They have a ski-through. So you're on your skis and you just ski up in your fucking big gloves and your shit and your, all that bullshit. And you can get a burger there.
Sounds good. The volcano will warm up your trip cheese. That's true. Yes. I will take a trip cheese. I'll just put it on a molten rock. Flip it over after 2 minutes. It will be fine. Trip cheese on a volcano.
Do you know, Waffle Master, mate, I was down at, when I went and bought all this stuff that I thought we'd eat tonight, one of the things I wanted to have was a banoffee waffle, which is but I didn't have it. Now I think about it, I wish I'd done it now, because Waffle Master's here. I could have eaten my waffle. Now we've had some of this, I'm in the mood for something sweet, but I'll find something in a bit, I'm sure.
You could make one yourself. That isn't how this works. It has to be a McDonald's trip cheese.
Yes. There's a ski-through Starbucks in Canada, I think.
That sounds totally consistent.
I can't ski. Can you ski?
No.
Right.
I have been skiing in my youth. It ended crashily.
The thing about skiing for me is that there's so much money and time and gear rental and skis and learning and
falling.
It's a hard thing to achieve, I think.
Death.
Have you guys ever skied? Let me know in the chat, because I don't think Alex and Jez go skiing. We're not. Well, I would go skiing with you.
Yeah, I'd go skiing too,
as
long as there was a trip cheese involved.
Yeah, trip cheese for the win.
Trip
the winner
cheese
gets. I want to go.
slope.
Waffles coming. Waffles coming with us.
Skip cheese.
Trip skis. I would go. I was going out with this. Oh fuck. I was going out with Liu, and she was well up to getting me up to going skiing because I was the non-skiing partner.
Well, there is a dry ski slope in Folkestone.
There is.
It's like, entry-level beginner stuff. And let me say, I don't want to speak for you, but I pretty much want to say that we are entry-level.
We are. No. We are entry-level.
So let's, start there. I'll buy extra coats and I'll dig out my elbow pads from my American football days.
Research would do it. Goblin T-Power, I've attempted it badly. Stopping is harder than falling over.
Oh no, I fell over to stop. That was how I stopped.
As soon as I find out who Cheese is, I'll trip him for you. He's getting tripped.
Thanks, Waffle, you got my back.
I know, I love it. Very pleased that Waffle is here.
Yes.
Waffle, you might want to tell us where you're from, because we don't know where you're from, but do tell us a bit more about yourself, whether you're here with us in England or you're abroad in another non-England place.
Do you stream, or are you just a viewer of the Twitch?
We're very pleased to have you here. California! Oh my god. He's in California, only one of the best places ever.
To the homeless.
I don't stream. California knows how to stream, apart from you, apparently. Well, you're very welcome here. All the best people come from California. Rob Lowe, Counting Crows. I'm out. But anyway, you're very welcome here. So,
Red Hot Chili
Peppers. Yep. The mayor of Sacramento.
You mod for Wyvern though. Fair enough. Everybody needs a mod.
We do. We have a mod. We have
several.
The most powerful of all the mods, I think, he's getting too powerful. If anything,
he is getting a bit too.
Is Jaeger
too carried away a bit?
Jaeger cosplays.
We've all given him too much power. Then you know what they say.
He's gone mad with power.
Absolute power corrupts.
Absolutely.
Utter pricks.
Even better. I fell over to avoid colliding with a toddler. it's like the trolley problem, isn't it? You know, you can see like I'm going to run over a toddler, or
you have more regard for toddlers over your own
a toddler
safety than I do.
You had a toddler
It's
on
either him or me,
or a dog on one side.
He's coming right for me.
California funk rock band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah, there are many things that come from California. I'd love to go to California.
Yes, indeed.
The Big Lebowski's set in California. I think Buffy is set in California. Man, there's lots of cool things in California. Why weren't we born in California?
Because we were born here.
Oh.
For our sins. Now, I'm going to play the wonderful sting for going viral again. Would you like to get yourself some more wine?
Yes.
While these guys enjoy the squelch. I love torturing you with that. It's fucking wonderful. So,
Can't stop eating these. They're not very spicy though.
ew. We are moving on swiftly through the show. Couldn't just play the next sting for the next segment instead, couldn't you? Yeah, unfortunately, the next segment is a recurring thing,
Yes.
but we don't actually have a sting for it yet.
I blame
so
myself.
in lieu of that, I have to play this. And this is where we'd play a sting. If we had one! For this is the segment that we like to call Get in the Sea.
Yeah, well, we're going to be like... What's the theme song? If you really, really
Won't you
hate
come
it,
with me?
and you'll yeet it in the sea,
I did have it in my
take
head
a
earlier.
trip with me. You can come along with glee. And
If
we're
you
having...
really, really hate it and you'd like to desecrate it, then come along with me and chuck it in the sea.
That's it, nailed it. Just copy that bit.
Yeah.
We'll just do
Well,
that
you're
bit.
going to do it because you've got the better singing voice.
You're
We
very
just need
kind
to
to
find
say.
the music.
We need to find the music.
Musical accompaniment.
We need to find the sailor's hornpipe that doesn't have... Which is royalty-free.
Royalty-free.
Did I say loyalty? Royalty.
I don't care who they're loyal to.
No.
They can betray whoever they want. I just don't want to pay any...
I don't want to pay any money for the loyalty-free... I can't...
Chocolate. Anyway.
Chocolate! The royalty-free version of the sailor's hornpipe. Find it for me. Find it for me!
Right, calm down.
Oh, goodness me.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
getting very angry.
Right. What would you like... Oh, actually, let's tell people what this segment actually is.
Oh, please.
Put it in the sea. Get in the sea. In the sea is the segment which we like to put things in the sea
Laughing at
that we don't like. The idea is we're on an island, rather than being a deserted island, it's a fucking crowded island of everything in the world. And so we must lighten the load of the island by yeeting the things that we do not like into the sea, never to return. What would you like? To Blue Yeeter.
Blue Yeeter. Everyone's favourite loyalty-free segment. I have no loyalty to any supermarket. You go to like something like Waitrose and I get out a Sainsbury's Nectar card, they're just not happy about my disloyalty to Waitrose. Do you have a Waitrose card? Well, let me tell you something. I don't know if Duncan, the singer, is in the stream.
I have seen him lurking about. Don't know if he's still here.
But Duncan sent me a picture of his next door neighbours. It was on many occasions we have sent each other pictures of our appendages.
I think Duncan's is the dick that you want to send to women instead of your own, right?
I don't know, man. I've never seen. I just don't know
It
how.
sounds like the kind of thing that you would have seen. But okay.
I haven't.
I don't believe.
I haven't. I don't think I've seen it in its turgid state, as Chaos Nil would like to say. But I may have seen it in a non. I don't want to get into this, right? At any rate. Oh, invasion McMikey. If there's an invasion, McMikey is the most threatening of all the invasions. Hi, Jen and Alex. I don't want to correct anyone.
I'm not Jen yet. It's only Friday.
Yes,
Wait till Saturday.
He's Jez today.
And I will be Jen.
Jez today. Just joined the stream. Hope you're both well. We hope you're well. If you're joining for the first time, we're talking nonsense. If you're joining for a future time, it's always nonsense. Oh, his name's actually Duncan the Singer. Yes, his Twitch handle, as it were, his Twitch username is Duncan the Singer. That is not his real name in real life.
But we, as we've discussed previously on this show, there are Welsh origins on this show, and so in traditional Welsh fashion, we will describe people by their description. Where's Lozzie the Fudge, for example?
Indeed. Where is... It's Grandmaster Mike Bart. You're back at... Hold on a minute.
Did you have a different name?
Aren't you Chaos? It's Grandmaster Mike Barton. Mike, you're confused. I thought you were. Oh no, am I mixing up my usernames? You're just confusing me now. But anyway, it's still very good for you to have you here. Loving your work.
Duncan Thessinger. It's German.
Duncan told me today.
Back to the story.
Back to the story. It's not hard to follow.
Let's get back to chatting for a second.
Please, if we could. I don't think he'll mind me saying that his next door neighbours have a Union flag hanging on a flagpole outside their house. And today, because Prince Philip died, they were able to adjust it to half-mast. Which, by the way...
yes, the moment they've been waiting for
isn't
fucking lives.
Isn't it just the moment they've been waiting for?
Margaret! Margaret, it's happened! Margaret!
Quick, get the fucking flag down! Leave the flag at the top! It's got to be at half! Like, honestly, if you've got a flagpole, you've bought a flagpole, and you've got a flag, and you've been flying the flag, you've been waiting for the day that someone royal dies, so that you can do the thing that you bought the flag for. And my feeling with this is, one, it's just such a terrible fucking thing to have conspicuously bought a flag for the sole purpose of doing the flag thing. And my question to you and to everyone is, why do you own a flag? Who wants to... Honestly,
this might be a question for the Americans, because they really love a flag. The Americans really love a flag. Here, it is pretty much the domain of the racist dickhead to actually own a flag and fly it.
This is it. I just don't understand why someone said...
You have a Welsh... Oh, yeah, and the Welsh. They're weird.
How long do you fly at half-mast for them? It's a great question. Maybe the day, the week? I don't know.
Just until the blood flow stops, isn't it?
Thank you for using the correct version of Union Flag Outs. Hey, anytime. I probably got it off Duncan. He's a good guy like that.
Thank you for using the correct version of Union Flag Out. Well, actually, Duncan Thessinger lives at sea, so it is actually a Union Jack. His neighbour is on the neighbouring ship. Go fuck yourself. Official buildings must keep it at half-mast till the funeral. 8 days' time, roughly.
Invasion is on his iPad. He was Surak on the other one. Okay, right, that was... yes, it was Surak. Sorry, I'm confusing. In which case, I might have confused you with someone else. But, it's very... Mike, I'm glad you're here. Really glad you're here. We're just talking about flags. But I just think, if you have a... Can I just posit this situation, if I might? I'm married in this situation, and I want a flagpole. I would imagine my wife doesn't want a flagpole in her fucking garden. I just don't know anyone that would. They're like, I want a flagpole and I want to put a flag on it. Why do you want to put a flag on it? So I can fly it. Why are you flying a flag in your fucking garden? Point A. And then point B, just a fucking... Oh man, fuck flags. Unless you are, and you may differ on me on this one, unless you are Dover Castle or a big monument, which would seem a flag would be reasonable to fly off.
Some kind of genuinely patriotic thing.
I want to put flags and flagpoles and people who have flagpoles and flags in their garden in the sea.
Well, you know.
And I don't have to take any ratification. There is no veto power. I don't have to run it past the Senate.
No, there isn't. I've put so many things you like.
And indeed. This does not... This is... The only person you have to convince is me, and that's me. So from now on, flags on flagpoles in gardens around this country are in the fucking sea, and they can float the fuck.
So not just to be fully specific here, not all flags... said the racist. Not all flags are racist. Not all flags.
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 But specifically flags flown by domestic people.
Yes, flags flown by domestic people, by regular patriots. He says, "I can't."
Patriots are fine. I don't mind.
I'm just kind of taking the mickey.
It's nationalists that are
it is
the dickheads.
Yes,
you can be proud of your country. Don't just try and fucking lord your country over other people's as if yours is better. It's not. Don't care what country you're from. It's not. It is not better.
Can you want to just go up a little bit because I may have missed some of this sort of stuff.
Some of my best friends are flags.
Self-flagellation. By the way, I love what Hannah says because, like, Tom says, to be fair, the Swiss flag is a big plus.
I cannot stand you.
That's such a great joke. He does such a great joke. I want to use that. And that's a joke that I will keep in my brain for stuff. I just love it.
If you are flaggist and she married you, she's probably pretty flaggist, or at least flag tolerant.
Do you know what I find interesting about couples? Especially, and this might be going off piste a little bit, but is people who are murderers. Have we brought this up before? Who are married?
This is taking a turn. Carry on.
No,
we have brought this up. Yes, it came up in Am I the Arsehole?
But this is the thing. When you're saying if people like flags, the other person probably like that thing. I find it interesting. People like Rosemary and Fred West. Like one of them just went, "I feel like murdering people."
Yeah.
And then the other
And
person.
how did that come up? Who broached the murdering first?
And I don't want to go. But
so. I don't know what your plans were this evening, Margaret, but I was just wondering maybe if you'd like to
maybe murder someone.
Kill
just throwing it out there,
dude. Maybe.
I'm so glad you said it.
Would you like to join me in this venture?
I'm so glad you said that because I wanted to murder. Like they have someone staying over, make a lodger. So I thought we'd murder the lodger. I'd like to murder the lodger. I'm so glad you said that because I was worried you might leave me as being a murderer. No, I want to murder too. And how does it work out? All these people, not just murderers, but all these terrible, offensive people.
Most people are murdered by somebody they know.
They've just got someone else who they've just gone. How do you broach that person into it? Like, if it was a sexual act, like you might say, I'm into bondage and my partner isn't into bondage, you could say,
the worst that happens is, hey, can I tie you up and fuck you? No.
No,
all right,
that's it, right?
Okay,
so you go,
end of conversation.
Right, exactly. You could lead them into that and go, I kind of want to tie you up. What would you think about that? And they go, I'm not too sure about it. But that is such low-level shit.
Yeah.
But how does somebody go
so, do you want to go and kill this dude tonight?
No. What did you say?
What?
I meant, have dinner with him. That's what I said. I didn't say
kill him with conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, don't be silly. I was just joking. How does it happen? Can anyone explain it?
Margaret, get the killing knives. Thanks, Reese.
So, in a similar way, I presume that people who get married, did they already think that they would be putting up a flag in their front garden? I still think that they didn't. I still think the bloke is like, I know maybe it's unfair, but in this example I'm giving, it's just like the bloke's like, I want a flagpole, and the woman's like, I don't want a flagpole. It's like, well, how about you have a PlayStation 5, darling? I'll give you a PlayStation 5 and an Xbox. Have them both. Have everything. No, flagpole for me.
Yeah, I think I'd quite like a Union flag in my front yard, actually.
Tom has pulled that joke out of the bag on a number of occasions.
Someone might die at some point and I'll need to put it at half-mast. It's going to be wonderful. Little Englanders is the term you're looking for.
It is very...
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. Although, not exclusive to English people.
I dare say... I mean, in America, America loves the flag.
America loves flying a flag. It's more just a thing you do in America.
It feels to me
it has a different connotation than it does here.
They made the flag because they made a union, and it was a big kind of like it was a big thing. I get the sense
their
of
flag
that,
actually means something, whereas most flags are just that's a graphical representation of the country. It's not quite as exciting. Or
hey, but by the way,
I mean ours is also apparently the Union flag at least is supposed to mean something, but whatever.
Jeremy, I have access to the roof of this property.
I'm gonna get up there and fly a don't get me started flag.
I can fly a flag off the top of this,
and then when people die, you've got to go and put an extra stick on top of it and fly it at double mast. Half mast. No. Double mast. Yeah. English flags on cars during World Cup in the sea. Hereby ratified.
Yes, it's gone. Oi.
Not just during the World Cup. In the sea.
Oh man. You know they
car flags.
Who just
in the sea?
Who thinks they've gone to a petrol station, it's a World Cup or a European Championship, and they found those flags which are like white clip-on flags that you stick in the back of your back windows.
Yeah.
And they're fluttering really fast on the M20. Who thought, do you know what? I have a couple of those because I like England. I like England too. The most patriotic thing I did was make a pie with the colours of the England flag, which I then ate. But I didn't put something in my fucking car.
Make a primetime streaming network flag with all your remotes on it. There you go.
I think maybe we would have to agree on unifying colours and things, because otherwise it might get a bit busy with all of our stuff.
But I mean, you could also pride it up at the same time, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down with that.
And it's multicoloured.
Yeah, I like multicolours.
Then it incorporates everyone, which is the thing with the pride flag, right? So there you go.
Mike Barton. A lot of people in Greatstone have flags, which is just down past where
I'm glad that you read that because I couldn't work out what great one was.
I know where he lives. It's just down the road.
You will go 1-on-1 with the great one.
Finally.
Why is it windy where the Rock is?
I think it's because it's very windy down in Littlestone.
I know it's a Miami hurricane, but
nice. Yes.
Hey, and just to be clear, this isn't the segment where you suggest things go in the sea, folks. And I accepted Mike, your father's because
I don't know.
it was fucking
suggest whatever they want.
Yeah, but but we have to ratify it.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Fine. People will go into supermarkets not fully clothed because it's above 5C and they need to get an ice cream. Get in the sea.
Like with a top off?
I'm not quite sure I understand what... It's like people who are at the beach and then go to the shop in their beachwear. I think that's reasonable.
When it's hot, when it's a hot weather...
I mean, if it's just, downtown Folkestone and dickheads are taking their top off because it's hot, then I agree with you.
I don't think there's any reason...
If you're like a seaside resort and you've just literally come out of the sea...
That's fine.
I think.
But like,
if
it is summer, if it's August... and you're in Sainsbury's, there is no reason to have your top off.
No, wear your clothes.
Wear clothes in a shop.
Yes.
But people think it's hot, so I took my top off, and either they're really huge, I don't mind body shape, doesn't bother me, but either you're really huge and we don't want to see it, or like you're really toned and I don't want to see it. And at every level, I just don't want to see your body. I don't want to see your body.
Yeah.
Put your body away.
This applies to men and women.
Yeah.
Just
mainly men.
Just keep your clothes on.
Keep your tops on, please, everybody. Yes.
Yes, everybody. Not just a top. Some people go into the supermarket in Urban and are literally just wearing swimming shorts or a bikini.
Yes.
But again, we keep dropping this attractiveness thing. I think that's irrelevant.
Yes.
The rule applies to everyone, whether you're attractive or not.
Just keep your clothes on. Who doesn't want to wear clothes?
Wear clothes to public spheres.
Yes.
Now.
Right.
That's flags.
Yes.
In a very specific way in the sea. In two different ways, thanks to your father's suggestions.
Yes,
well.
he did.
Right. Now, mine is fairly vague, and I'm not sure I know how to describe it, so we're going to go on a bit of a journey here.
Please, don't stop believing.
I am throwing into the sea people who can't do life. And what I mean by that is in my day-to-day travels, I see people who just can't fucking complete simple tasks like... adopting the correct position in a fucking queue.
Oh my god.
Or, like, when you are called to a counter...
Maybe at the post office.
Going to the fucking counter. It's like... It's numbered, motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means if you are the one in front, you should be in position 1. Then you should be in position 2 if you are the next one. You're not fucking leaving a gap to 3. It's like, fuck me. There are numbers. It's a fucking queue. It's 2 meters. Work it out. It's not difficult.
You sound very Welsh there.
One example.
I don't know how. It's just one example.
That's just one example of people not being able to life. People who can't do life, like Prince Philip. I don't know. Or people who wear shorts that split in the high street. Exactly.
Those kind of
they are the worst.
They're the worst. What
but it's like
scum.
People who go through their daily lives and they can't complete the simplest of tasks. They haven't got the brain capacity to go, oh, this has happened, so I might need to do this. And
these people, you're going to encounter these people. I'll have some wine instead of crisps.
I understand that, not to toot my own horn, that I adopt a larger intelligence quotient than the average person in the street. But please just fucking sort your lives out and get the fuck out of my way.
This shit got dark. Well, it's not that dark.
Oh, what, with the Philip stuff? Yeah, I suppose that was...
Oh, that, maybe. No, it's kind of funny. I think it's quite funny. Between this and your 9/11 conspiracy theories, you've told some dark jokes lately.
Yes.
Well, that and the... I mean, obviously he's... I think,
Duncan Beelzebub Thesinger.
Thesinger. I brought a flashlight. Don't worry. Thank God for that. Waffles helped us out.
With the
We're
illuminations. Okay. The waffle illuminations.
Le Chanteur, when he's being told off. When he's in France. I'm just going to move my leg out
Because
because
in French, it's Duncan le chanteur.
Duncan le chanteur.
So yeah, do you get what I'm getting at
I do.
when I say people who can't do life?
They can't do life though. They're ill-equipped to do it, and now they're having to go out into the world with new rules, Jeremy, about where to stand and what to do.
It's the kind of people that fucking don't wear a mask over their nose, you know. It's like there is a purpose of this thing.
Some person I saw the other day in Morrison.
Fucking stupid to know the purpose. Is that what the problem is?
Some
porpoise. Fucking turtle all over the place.
He was not wearing a mask at all in Morrison's, and I thought, and we have now reached a stage in this country where people are so into wearing masks that to see someone
they're accessorising with their mask now.
They're loving it. But it has been so well adopted that to see someone without a mask was so jarring that people were like, and that person was looking like, well, actually, I'm a bit smug. That look which says, I don't actually have to wear one.
I must say, as part of the shorts splitting,
yes,
and walking into the post office,
yes,
I realised that I was not wearing my mask because the plan was to pick up the parcels, put on my mask, walk into the post office. But then obviously the short splitting kind of derailed me a bit.
Yes.
So as I'm at position fucking 5 inside the post office,
bent over,
and I look around and I'm like, oh, I can breathe. I must not be wearing my mask.
I'm able to breathe. That's it. I mean, when you said position 5, I'm like, this whole position thing, a bit sexy there for a moment. It's like when I was splitting my shorts without a mask, no mask. So we are putting into the sea people who can't do life. That's a broad spectrum of people.
I think that should lighten the load on this island a bit. Basically, that eliminates a bunch of cunt from the island.
It does.
This island is becoming a wonderful place bit by bit. So you are now a person who is failing at doing life. Does this mean that you are throwing yourself in the sea? No, I'm talking about people who consistently cannot do life, not just as a one-off.
One-off. He's an outlier.
Yeah, like some people have a bad day. That's fine, but
yes, we have the metric has to be maybe 80%.
It's consistency.
Yeah,
consistency is key.
Yes, and I'm one for metrics. I love that. He can cling onto a flagpole. You could.
They're in the sea.
They're in the sea, along with floating copies of every single copy of Until Dawn, and many more other things that we've thrown into the sea. I'm
going to have to collate everything that's in the sea, as well as everything that's on the cool wall at some point.
That's true.
I know that I do my diligence and go and research. Or perhaps a kindly viewer might aid me in that, in going through the archive.
They might do that.
And then we can create a physical wall and a physical sea.
Yes, potentially. I remember throwing in the sea people who put items that aren't discounted in the discount item section.
Yes.
Where they have got to the items in the discount.
I remember that. Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh well, that's decent."
Getting you excited about getting something.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god. There's a cream cake in the
reduced section. There's pasties in the.
Oh. False alarm.
I fucking hate those people. I really do. Your own admin. We do a lot of stuff here.
Yeah. I don't really have the time to.
Next customer comes to flagpole number 1. I'm kind of done with these, if I'm honest. I was hoping for something a bit more.
I've been done for. I have so many pasties. Yes, and we're going to share this story on stream because it's fucking amazing. On Saturday night.
Are you going to do that? Because I'm going to bring in some. I'm going to get something a bit more sweet, if that's alright.
Yeah. If you're done with those, go and get.
Do you want to do this?
I'm gonna talk to the people, Pete's, about Reese's pasty exploits. So on Saturday night during the World Super Beer, was it the World Super Beer Championship this weekend?
Yeah.
When Reese got drunk, he ordered, as I'm sure many of us have done, 22 pasties, a box of 22 pasties, frozen pasties that he had to cook himself. Now, if that isn't the greatest drunk purchase of all time, I don't know what is. What else has anybody bought while drunk and then been as surprised as Reese was when it turned up on his doorstep? I forgot as well until they turned up. Yeah, exactly. It's disgusting. It's all the disgusting people who go into shop with no clothes on raising the sea level. Yeah. Yeah, they're very nice though. How many pasties have you got through so far, Reese? What have you got?
Oreos.
You got some Oreos.
I did.
Very on brand.
I I did. I bought some earlier, so it's a bit of a coincidence, really. But I tell you what, I got the ones which are. Oh shit, that's falling apart.
Are broken?
Are broken? Can they fall? Can I actually?
You got a
there
twist.
we are. I've got it.
You got to
See,
do a twist.
These are actually double stuffed. Though I will say something to you,
Double
Jeremy.
stuff.
That these ones are not quite as.
They don't look double stuff. That just looks like a normal Oreo.
Yeah. And does it like one? By the way, good luck if you can try and make them because I think they fall apart. Hold on. In which case, I shall stuff them further.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
So let's just see what we can. Oh man, I very love beans. Let's just put some on there, shall we?
Oh my Christ.
Oh no, it's fucking falling apart, but don't worry.
I'm gonna help you somehow.
Please do.
There you go. There's a bit.
Oh, I've got one, but you can use that for the next one.
I'll make you a second, shall I?
Yes, please.
Stop it! Stop! Stop! You're already dead. Oh, that's a bit drippy.
Do you want to try that?
I don't, but I'll.
You sure you don't want to try
I'm
it?
happy to make you one. There you go.
Are you sure you don't want to try it?
I'm sure.
That's amazing.
I'm sure. I'm totally good with it.
It's okay. What I'll do is I'll take this plate to the thing. Now. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. Just like Twitter likes to make. I'm trying to look at it.
Just like Aunt Twitter used to make.
I'll look into. How do you do the South African MasterChef? Asteria. There he is.
Guys, if somebody wants to try the Polaroid picture from the channel points, that might work. It might. It won't come up on the screen, but it might take the picture. Oh no, which would be useless, actually. Never mind. I'll take a screenshot.
Are you sure you don't want to try that?
I am. Let's do half. Do half. You've got some half ones there. Give me half an Oreo.
Okay, hold on.
With beans. I just want to see what it's like.
Half an Oreo. Sure you don't want to do a whole... I mean, there's not very much. They're very tiny. They're tiny things. Look. Let me just try and get
Why am I doing this? What is...
Because it's kind of fun. Look, there you go. Look, there you go. That's your one there.
The fuck is this?
Just think of it's an Oreo. It's an Oreo.
It is an Oreo. Oh,
an Oreo.
It's just fallen apart.
It does that.
I don't mind that so much.
What do you think of it?
No.
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 Don't like that.
No. Fuck this shit, you're out.
No.
If you're a boy and boy
You're fucking smashing these back, whereas I'm like, no.
I like beans. I'm not eating sirstroming, but I'll eat that. Shall we get rid of these?
He's just eating beans from the tin now. Crisps. Give me
Have some
crisps.
Coke. Do you want some Coke?
I've got some, thank you.
You've got some, yeah?
I just need something spicy to burn my mouth out. Hang on.
Do you want some actual... I can get you some spices.
No, we don't need to do that. This'll do.
By the way, I'd like to blame both of us on this, but this was Goblin Tea Power. This was all her. I hope you've enjoyed our bait and switch on that one. Alex has done this right before his McDo stream. We're going to fuck him up. I love you, Mike, so much.
I can still taste bean!
Beans are lovely. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but not cold.
Yeah, well.
Not mixed with...
Yes, get rid of it. I haven't read the chat, unfortunately, on this one.
You can enjoy that on a repeat viewing. Right.
You are my brother, Anakin!
So that just happened.
I'm putting Goblin Tea Power in the sea. You should try spaghetti next time. Hey, I love spaghetti.
Spaghetti that you'll be able to make fresh with your brand new pasta maker.
Yes.
Due to arrive tomorrow, courtesy of Duncan Thessinger.
Duncan Thessinger gave me... Yes, indeed. That should never happen again, but it did, and it will.
Reese has dropped a Discord attachment for some reason. I don't know what that is.
Can we just scroll
Oh, was it a
little bit up?
picture? Was it a picture?
I suspect it's going to be
Or was it a
terrible.
clip?
I just want to be famous. If you're here and you're enjoying this and you've given him a follow because you're on the Jez Show, please pop over to twitch.tv/always be chatting.
I just ate a bean Oreo.
And
Throw
you
me
can,
some, throw
and
me
you can
some
follow
bits
me
or subscribe or
because
something.
this
That
is the
was
crazy
disgusting.
shit I'll do for love. Get the roof man in on this.
I'm calling the police.
Easy with it. Easy with it.
Alex, you're as bad as someone with a flag in their garden. For fuck's sake, Alex, I'm disowning you.
Won't somebody think of the children?
I'm reporting this stream.
You'll be sick. I'm okay. Stop it.
Reported and unsubscribed. You enable this. I didn't. I was bullied into it just as much as you were.
Oh
you saw
my
my
God.
face. ASMR, ASMR, maybe.
My role model, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased I am, Hannah. I hope that. I hope I am anyway.
Oh my God.
If someone told 8-year-old me, I don't want to go.
You've got to get the volcano installed to warm it up. Hell yeah, waffle.
Probably, if someone told me 8-year-old me that my uncle would be eating these things on stream or whatever she said, I don't know what it was.
Yes, something along that line.
I'm setting Alex on fire now.
I don't want to encourage this behaviour by throwing bits at you. It wasn't me, it was him. Pity me.
You can throw bits on my channel tomorrow. When, by the way, yes, as Mike Harmstone says, 2 weeks ago when I did the Let's Just Go Back to Chatting for a Second on Saturday, 7:30 tomorrow, 2 weeks ago you made me eat some fillet and fish shit.
I didn't. I voted
I'm
for
just
shrimp
like
cheese.
trying to involving you all. But yes, I mean, God knows what I'm going to have to fucking put together tomorrow. You get... Check out our friend, it is me. Thank you for dropping bits. Tamsanaki has showered us in 100 bitties.
Thank you.
Just followed your stream as well. Oh, you're very kind. Thank you very much. I need all the follows I can get as part of my master plan to rule the world.
ASMR. Always seen munching revolting.
Listen, for you, we'll do anything, not surströmming.
Right, so how far into this are we now?
Well,
An hour
really
and 46.
We've done this one of the longest ones.
We are really into this.
We
so
are.
I think it might be time to move on to our final segment of the night.
I don't have a thing.
You did have a thing,
Where did
you've
it go?
lost it. You put it over there on top of the thing. In the thing that we like to thing, am I the arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
I'm going to fix the thing to keep us on the main screen now.
Oh, I love it. That's much better. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if you haven't seen this before, and we have new people in our stream, we and by we I mean Jeremy, takes Am I the Arseholes from Reddit, because there's a subreddit called Am I the Arsehole, where people put forward things that have happened in their lives, where something has gone wrong, where they feel, very likely, that they are not the arsehole in the situation, in the scenario they will describe, but they put it up for the people of Reddit and the people of the world and the internet to decide whether they are the arsehole or not. Am I the arsehole? Alex is the arsehole. I love
That's what
it.
that stands for.
By the way, that segment went down. That bean Oreo thing went down much better than I thought it was going to, actually, considering, But anyway, better than the Weetabix, in fact, even. Unbelievable. These guys. So we...
Oh, this is easy. It's Alex.
Oh, Lush, I thought you were my friend.
Can I just say I'm loving this? Never is this usually the scenario in which the two of us are together and he is called the arsehole and not me. This is wonderful.
Anyway, this segment we read out. We each have one we read out that Jez has found online, and we read them out. And you may decide in the chat if the original poster, if the person is who is the arsehole? Is the person that wrote it their friend, their mum, their dog? You'll find out. Now, which one do you want to go first? Do you want?
Well, being as they're not on the screen anymore, it doesn't matter.
It does not.
So you seem to be poised.
I am poised.
Go
Always
right
poised. Now let's hear.
Always be poised.
Always be poised.
Always be poisoned.
Always be poised. Always ready. Am I the arsehole for telling my stepson he can't stay in the house? My stepson, age 24, is getting kicked out of his apartment because he doesn't want to pay rent anymore. His roommate found another tenant and asked him to leave.
Alex is full of beans.
I am. He asked if he could move in with me and his mum, and I said no. Some background. I love a little bit where we come back in backstory, and yeah, I love that. Some background.
Bam to the bam with the rewind.
He's a 24-year-old college graduate who works part-time when he decides to work. I helped pay for his expenses while he attended college, and I feel like with him being 24, it's time to man up. By the way, I hate that phrase, but anyway, that's verbatim. It's time to man up and at least attempt to provide for yourself. Me not allowing him to live in my home means he would have to move from Miami to Illinois to live with his dad. He insists that he doesn't want to move, but he also refuses to get a job. Me and his mother try to explain that you have to work in order to get what you want. We've sent him job postings, and I wrote his resume. I even added a little fluff to the resume to help him get interviews. He would get interviews, in some cases make it to drug testing. What? But would forget to take his drug tests. So needless to say, I'm done trying. So I thought. Fast forward to this week, he calls with his sob story about getting kicked out for non-payment. I tell him he can't stay in my house because he refuses to work. I can't imagine working 10 to 12 hours a day while a healthy college-educated man sleeps till 1, parties all night, on my dime.
That sounds glorious.
Indeed. 11 o'clock they get up in the morning. Can you imagine such a thing? So because I care about him, I offered to buy him a plane ticket back to Illinois. He refused because he doesn't want to leave his car. According to him, he's put too much money in the car and he doesn't want to leave his belongings.
Well, that's easy. Take the money out of the car.
Indeed.
It's not in the car anymore. Simple.
Okay, I offered to rent him a U-Haul truck with a trailer as a one-way rental. He refused, saying he doesn't want to drive. According to him, the only option is to live with us. At this point, I'm done, so I flat out say no.
Sorry, guys.
Get back to Illinois the best way you can. Am I the arsehole? And that's how this works. So, who's the arsehole in this? Get a job, pay the rent, be an adult. Yeah.
At this point, he doesn't want to pay rent anymore. I am judging. Good. That is your role here.
I know. So the stepdad is a fluffer.
I'm wondering where he got that as well.
I think I know where you.
I kind of get the tenuous.
I do. But he did say something. Oh yeah, I even added a little fluff. I added a little fluff. Yes. He is a fluffer. Okay, but he could pay rent, right? Like that is an option, kind of the only option. Not the character in a Jonathan Larson musical. Well, no one wants to pay. No one can pay rent in that fucking musical. But who would? It's a terrible musical.
Yeah, I mean it is pretty simple here. If you want to stay, stepson,
you have to
get a job and pay some rent.
My friend's got a stepson.
Because if you can't pay, they'll take it away.
Controversial opinion, but I think the son is the asshole.
Tough crowd.
He said he fluffed the resume. Yeah, no, he did. You're right. It was. Yes, he did. I mean, that's the thing. So what it comes down to is, I love it where it says his roommate. The first line of this, he's getting kicked out of his apartment because he doesn't want to pay the rent anymore. It's like, I've been living here for a while and it's cost me $500 a month.
It's just costing me too much money.
I don't want to pay it.
I just don't want this rent thing. Major drain on my finances.
Yeah, if I could not pay
not doing it
and still live here, it's a bit like I want this KFC extra value meal and it's going to cost me $6, but can I just?
I would like to have it for free.
Can we do that? One time I met a tramp in Burger King in Charing Cross Station who was posing as a big issue seller, and he said, "Can I sell you the big issue?" And I said, thinking this guy is not a legitimate big issue seller. He hasn't got a badge. He's not in his spot. He's standing next to my table in Burger King. He said, "Do you want to buy the big issue?" And I said, "Yes." And I slid £2. I said, "How much is it?" And he went, £2. I said, "There's £2." And he said, "The thing is, I sort of want to keep it." And I went, "Okay, no problems. You don't want to sell it? No problems." And I slid my £2 across the Burger King table. And he went, "Oh, it's just I want to sell it." I said, "Well, make up your mind." And I slid the £2 back to him. He said, "But the thing is, I kind of want to keep it." I said, "Oh, now, come on." And I took the £2 back. He said, "The thing is, I want to take the money, but keep the magazine." And I said, "Now, that sounds like begging to me. And it isn't that, right?" And then he fucked off. But so in a similar way, this person wants to have the thing and keep the money, and as a result, he's no worse than that dude in Burger King. By which I mean the tramp, not me. So
because if he'd have just come up and said, "Will you buy me a burger?"
Oh, I would have bought him a burger.
Would have been, yeah.
And by the way, I thought to myself, I should have bought that.
It was the scam.
It was the subterfuge. It was the shenanigans. Everybody,
just ask for what you want, people. You're
don't always
either
get
going
what
to
you
get a
want.
yes or a no.
No, I would have bought him a burger. We could have sat and chat about his life.
Yeah.
So we
You do
have
like a story, regardless of its source.
I'd set the rent at $525,600. $525,600. See, that's like the only good song, I think. Seasons of... Anyway, so that's...
I want these beans on Oreos, but I don't want to pay for them. It all comes back.
Everything comes back. These guys are really good at reincorporation now.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah. We've trained them well.
I know.
If I was this son's parents, after I offered all those options, I'd say, okay, make your own options, and then ghost them. I wouldn't, not so much ghost, but like, okay, I've tried to help you, now you're fucking on your own. Also, there was a little addendum in the replies from the op that said, I have also spoken to the child's mother, and she fully agrees with me. But also doesn't want the child to come and live with me.
Sometimes I get this feeling that the people want to come into this just to like show off that. I was reading, because they still stay on the sofa sometimes, I was reading last week's one, and I was like about the one where they took the bike, and like the people took the bike and they went around to get the bike back, and then everyone got involved.
Yeah.
I was like, this is just an example of how righteous you are. But in this case, it's like, he's like, I want you, if you want to stay here, you have to pay. I don't want to. Fine. You can't stay here. You can go back to your dad's in Illinois. I can't get there. I'll give you a plane ticket. I don't want to go. I'll get you a U-Haul. I don't want to drive. I'm like, mate, you don't understand how the world works. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough of this guy.
All that college education that I bet the parents paid for.
Yes, indeed. So we have all agreed, I think, from what I've read in the chat, the original poster is not the arsehole. The son is the arsehole. So enter stage left. Am I the arsehole part 2?
Oh, did you call for entitled?
I did.
It was entitled what you called for.
I did.
Am I the arsehole for asking for compensation for something my kid destroyed? We hired a babysitter we've had a few times at a good rate of $20 an hour, since it was only for 3 hours in our home. The babysitter is a 19-year-old woman, if that matters. I think maybe the age will affect something. My wife had to rush to work in an emergency, and I was already at work. The babysitter is already familiar with some of our rules, like our 3-year-old is only allowed in the living room, playroom, and dining room when eating. The babysitter, I guess, had an emergency herself and had to be on the phone for 20 minutes. For some reason, she decided to take the call outside. Her rationale was that it was private and didn't want our child to listen in. In those 20 minutes, our daughter was able to move the couch to the living room gate, scale the gate, head to the basement, pull down one of my guitars off the wall. The neck is all warped, and my luthier said the neck needs to be replaced.
The guy who makes the guitars and fixes guitars.
Don't fucking say that then, you posh twat. I'm asking the babysitter to front the bill on a new guitar. Not a repair or neck replacement, as the alternatives diminish the value of the guitar. Parentheses. Mismatching neck to body severely impacts value. And a neck repair does too. It's $2,200. Am I the arsehole here, or is she? Her parents are telling us we're responsible. She's offering to only to have babysat for free. That's a terrible sentence. Our friends are saying we're too harsh, but it's her responsibility, right?
This is an interesting one. I saw this one, says Hannah. How light is your couch? Strong is your toddler? How
light is your couch?
Is your couch? How light is your couch? I really need to know. How old is this toddler? 3.
3.
Hold on. So can I get this straight? If I might have, summed this up. The babysitter goes outside to take a call, and in that time, the 3-year-old takes the couch, pushes it, gets out the window, goes into the basement from outside. Presumably, you access the basement from outside the house.
No, it's America. Most places will have a staircase down to the basement from the main.
Okay.
From their living rooms or whatever.
Okay.
So there will be a child gate like I have.
Okay. But what is the toddler getting over with the couch? Is what I'm getting
the gate.
The gate. Oh, the gate. Oh, the gate.
The child gate.
Like you've got in your hand. Okay, yes. Right. So she goes. The toddler push.
This superhuman toddler pushed a couch.
Mission Impossible's over the fucking top of it. down into it, and when she gets there, the guitar, which is hung up on the wall, so therefore higher than a toddler, one might say, pulls it off the wall, again with strength and height, which the toddler does not possess, and then breaks it, for which the
the op holds the babysitter responsible for
the damages,
for the negligence of leaving the child.
I would say that it's fair if you leave like Tamzanaki says, you've left a child alone. What the fuck are you doing? Effectively,
Yes,
I'm paraphrasing,
yes,
which
yes.
I'm fine with that. But this all seems a little bit nonsense. I don't see how this even took place. I can't understand how the facts of the case are even facts. Could Hannah is 3 years old?
Hannah, this is a situation that I could find myself in.
Do you think Hannah could push your sofa?
No.
No. Do you think Hannah can get up? I mean, I don't know how high the fucking thing up is on the wall, but I mean, I don't.
She cannot get over a gate. She's tried.
Fuck that shit. I don't
And
believe.
she, you know,
This
based on my genetics,
sounds-
she's pretty tall for a 3-year-old.
I think this sounds bullshit. I would say that a babysitter is responsible for the stuff that they are paid to be responsible for. So if there's poison on the side of the counter and the baby tries to
That
drink...
3-year-old was left unattended for 20 minutes, which is atrocious. That is diabolical. But the father also has a bit of responsibility here in that how light is this fucking couch that the child can just yeet it across the room? Like, this is clearly something the child has done before. A 3-year-old doesn't immediately think, I'm unattended for the first time in my life. I'm going to move this couch and digress into the basement where all of my dad's cool shit is.
Do you know what? And this is what I'm driving towards in so many ways. OP fucked his guitar, and like the king of twats is trying to blame the babysitter. I mean, it's a perfect situation. She's obviously done a fucking stupid thing and left the baby, a toddler unattended for 20 minutes. That's not in dispute. That's fucking bullshit. You're not doing that shit.
Yeah.
And you're lucky
she does at least owe him some free babysitting.
Totally. I wouldn't want to go back to someone who has a history of McCanning the shit out of that stuff. But at any rate, I think it's super sus, to use the parlance of our times, that any of this shit happened. It seemed I would like to see the other side of this. I bet you the babysitter goes. I bet if you read the babysitter version of this, it'd be like, yes, I did that, but by the way, none of that other shit happened. The specifics. Can I just say the specifics? I spoke to my luthier because he has a private luthier who fixes guitars. And
that was where I was out.
Everything about that bit that you read was like, and the neck is bad enough, but if we repair it, it diminishes the and like that whole specifics of that. He knocked something off the wall and went. And then the luthier went, that diminishes the cost of that. Even if I replace the neck, you have to replace the whole thing outright. And he went, oh, fucking hell.
Mike has taken to the actual Reddit and quoted one of the replies. Music shop manager here. I'd also like to point out that the guitar's neck was warped. And that if the guitar's neck was warped and not broken, that there's no way it could have been done by the babysitter or child. Yeah.
A clue!
I did read on, and apparently it's pretty difficult to warp a guitar neck. Break it, sure, but to warp it, that requires some kind of like heat-based
water
thing.
Damage or something like where you're
not just knocking one. Like guitars get dropped all the time.
Oh, I got it. Both of them are arseholes. Correct, Lush Nibble. You have 10 points to Gryffindor. I agree. Everyone is an arsehole in this situation, apart from maybe the toddler. It's just having a good old time.
But the thing with this is that
damn basement.
On Reddit, they're pretty damn clear that the op alone is the arsehole, which I'm not fully on board with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have absolutely
the babysitter. The dad,
the guitar owner father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They've totally gone to town and just totally demolished this guy, but the babysitter definitely had the responsibility to actually fucking do the thing she. Yeah, there you go. She failed the very key sit the baby part. Yeah. Like, I didn't want a 3-year-old to hear my private conversation. Mate, the 3-year-old isn't going to remember what I had for breakfast, let alone your fucking conversation, most of which is going to be in language that a 3-year-old doesn't understand.
She's only 19, but her mind is older. I think, in this case. She should know better, at least, certainly.
I mean, 19 is definitely old enough to know better and to be responsible.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Hamilton was going to New York when he was 19. You know, he was fighting in a revolution. So
Just need a shoehorn for that reference.
I'm well about. Well,
It was more a bugle.
is that better? Is that a horn? What's a horn sound like? Make your horn sounds at home, if you will.
I'd agree with Hannah Bortz, but she threw me in the sea. Wow. There you go.
It's just bants. Everyone's getting in the sea at the end of this. That's what's going to happen. Hamilton. His name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things he hasn't done, like warping guitars and leaving toddlers alone. I'm sorry, Goblin Tea Power, but you made me watch my uncle eat beans in an Oreo. Yes, she did. Yes,
I think that was more your uncle than Goblin Tea.
Yeah,
share the blame.
Potato.
Share the blame.
Bean. This was all.
Bean.
No, it should be Bian, shouldn't it?
Bian.
You say bean, I say
Bian.
Bian. Let's call the whole thing off. She did send me that thing.
You say Oreo, I say Oreo.
Let's call the whole thing off. So yeah, it was her fault, but it was really good when she sent it to me. I was like, this is happening. Actually, I think she sent it to me a couple of weeks ago and I kind of forgot. But doesn't matter. Thankfully, you've got it now. Boreos.
Mea culpa.
Amusingly, Boreos is how it's called when I saved it to my desktop. You literally beansed it up. I did beans it up. If you show that man beans in something, there should be beans in there. Beans in, he will try to replicate. There shouldn't be beans in. He will try to replicate. That's true. I mean,
You've got an open tin of beans now, so that's gonna have to survive till tomorrow to go into your McDonald's in some.
Oh, we could put the beans in the McDonald's. Yeah.
Bean McFlurry.
Oh.
That wasn't a rousing yes.
No, it was.
Bean McFlurry, folks.
Oh,
you know how to vote.
No. Bean McFlurry.
Get your bits ready.
Yeah.
He'll do it for 4.5 bits.
I'm gonna eat that whole fucking thing in a minute.
McBlurry.
When we're off bean, I'm gonna eat the beans. McBlurry. Bean McFlurry.
Bean McFlurry is where I fucking draw the line, man.
Yes, the McFlurry. By the way, I have to say at this point, if I have to say, Jared, I think this stream tonight has been really fun, and I hope you've been having a good time because it feels like a blast for me, and so I can only imagine. I hope that you're having a good time. I really do.
But actually, I think that is about where we depart for the night.
It really is. Get ready, Alex. We're fucking you up with a McFlurry. Yeah, there you are.
Dear, can you remind the good folks what else they can find on the network while I find who we're raiding? Or he can't because he's choking right now. So maybe I will. We're broken. Stay tuned late this evening for Rooster Beast. Words, Jez. They come out of your mouth. Playing the drums, it says, but he may fob that off and play Rocksmith on his bass instead because he's been a working hard boy and he needs to take it a bit easy today.
It was always been chatting.
Are you back now? Can you continue the schedule?
Yes,
He's actually got tears in his eyes.
Oh, so funny. Beans making a Volcat. Where did I get to? Where do I have to go from? Saturday at 3 p.m. It's the effing racing show, Formula E Rome E-Prix. I mean, a name that escapes me. It's on Twitch TV with the Jez Show at 3, and then at 6:30, Yakuza Like a Dragon with Mama S. Mama S. They're just like a mama used to make. Yakuza Like a Dragon 6:30, and then after that, well, at 7:30 is me. Let's go back to chatting for a second, or as everyone is calling it, Legubsrummer. At 7:30, about 3 hours, where you'll be making me eat a McBlurry, you dickheads. And then
that'll do.
That will be enough to talk about, I think.
Yeah, that'll do
now.
Yes.
Sorry, yes. I think it was, I don't know whoever said always. I drank the wine and read always been chatting, and it fucking killed me. It was so funny, and it did
kill him. I can vouch.
I almost came out. Honestly. Let's go back to McBlurries for a second.
Yes.
Right. Do you know, I've never been so happy. I'm just so happy.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So,
have you worked out someone to raid, by the way?
I have worked out someone to raid. We're going to go see Yosh Lino.
Oh yeah, Yoshi, my friend. Yeah,
so,
our friend. We're all
we'll
friends.
Get that going. But in the tradition of Don't Get Me Started, we're gonna finish with a question. And I know you have kind of drawn the line at a McBeanie, a McBlurry, whatever you want to call it. But what do you think is the ultimate thing you would not have beans on?
Fucking surstrumming.